you listen.
Yeah.
But
And
don't
I'm the
feel
one
weird if you want to shit,
I
if you need
picked
to
up
sell either.
you the other time. I'm the one from Gambia.
Ah,
Gambian
yay!
and yeah.
We have a love of the same place, my friend. I can only express to you that as soon as my country allots me the ability to get on a plane and spend some time with my people in Gambia, I promise you I'm coming. So we'll make contact.
We are
Okay.
both going.
Yeah, he is. Eric owes me a coffee in
I just
Gambia.
filled out my passport, so I'm going.
Woo! Yeah.
Hey,
What we
vote
plan
me.
to do long term, anyone here listening can be a part of. I would imagine that we will be there doing things on the ground at some point. So, yeah, super excited to be able to give back as well, guys. It's a big part of becoming wealthy, it's a big part of having gratitude, and it's also a big part of being a human being with a kind heart and soul. We're going to make a lot of money here, guys. We're going to make a lot of money together as investors in doing the right things. And it would be nice to correlate doing the right thing for others as well. So just know that that's always the foremost important part too for our team when we are talking about expansion and how we can assist others. It's teaching all of you how to get your own personal wealth, but it will also be as soon as SafeMoon is able to accessibly make SafeMoon available to the Gambia and many other African nations, we will be there to support them as their minds expand to business and practicality in building economies that were never available prior to having financial freedom that SafeMoon's applying for them. So yeah, so happy to hear all of that information, Crypto Mama. Love it.
That is good. Oh, it's not Crypto Mama. I thought I wrote Crypto Mama, but then after I read it, it was Cry to Mama.
It is Cry
I
to
forgot the
Mama.
P.
Oh, it is. You see, I'm so used to looking at crypto. Yeah,
Dude,
Cry
I
to
did
Mama.
that. I
Love
did
it.
that with the referral link, and I will not let me change it, and it pisses me off. So you're not the only one.
I just changed mine yesterday. A typo too. The team here voted that I should now have a title, so I took it
That's
on.
so funny.
Hell yeah! I saw you on the website. I was pumped.
Oh, good. I'm glad. I've really dedicated my life, guys, to like I wasn't always in blockchain, and I wasn't necessarily in procurement or supply chain management and finances, but I knew very early on a while ago that the benefit that I had and the knowledge that I had and the basis for what I had could really, really impact many people. So I've spent maybe the last 5 or 6 years contracted here with my government, learning as much as I can globally and how I can address it in an individual way and bring all my knowledge to people that should have access to a leveling of the playing field, which is currently happening. So I just hope I can share like the wealth of knowledge I have and apply it to as many things as possible, because the truth is that's all I was doing. I was studying and I'm researching, and I'm hoping to come off contract hopefully at the end of September, and it will allot me more availability to spend more and more time with everyone here.
That's awesome. Can't wait to have more of you. I'm doing a live stream, so I just posted it in the group. So I'm pretty much hosting the chart and then also the voice chat, so that way people who can't make it now or people who might not be in here come across it, or maybe people that follow me and didn't get in Safe Vault might see this and want to ape in and not miss this, that FOMO. So I'll put it back in the chat.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thanks, YT. That's awesome. The more people who can hear what this program is and what this program is going to be, I promise you, you won't regret it.
My
Yep,
worst
and I am
regret
one
is
of
not
them.
filling up. Hello?
Yeah, hi.
Yeah. Oh.
You're good. We
Okay,
can
can
hear
I
you.
talk? Yeah.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
Okay, I was just gonna say my worst regret was not pulling the 1.5 BNB into the whitelist. I just did a 0.75, and now I'm like, I wish I just filled it up.
Oh man, we are just, and truly believe us when we say we are literally just beginning with this.
You're gonna have many options.
I thought I had that thought too, because wasn't it like it was supposed to be 2, or it was 2 in like the first 2 ones, and then we redid it to be fair to everyone, and then we put it at 1.5 to give everyone a chance. Like I sat there and thought, I was like, fuck, I wish I was able to do the 2, because I did do 2 the first 2 times, and I was like, it don't matter, man. Like it's regardless, we are in a very special place, and we're like literally about to crack 6 million market cap, and we broke an all-time high 5 minutes ago. The previous all-time high.
like to say we're at 65, I believe.
Yeah, we are.
Beautiful chart.
All-time high, guys, and it's continuing, and that is with some small cells that are, of course, reflecting back to all of us in a large manner. It's great. It's we're eating the dip. We have buyers coming in and retaining that floor. I can only express to you how impressed I am when we were deciding to do these pool buys today with investors, that we were hoping to obtain a floor of 3. We've shattered that. That's all it will. We've shattered
Like
that.
a distant memory.
Yeah, it's a distant memory, and the price of what we saw yesterday, I would argue, is gone. We might never see that again.
Yeah, because I mean, honestly, we still have yet to tap into the hottest of the hottest of the hot target audience. You know what I mean? We have a few, but like we don't even have a decent market share of Safe Moon holders yet. Like once that starts catching on, and people who maybe just only aped into Safe Moon and like maybe not even looking, you know, I hate to use this word, but maybe Safe Moon maxis that don't look at any other coins will realize that this is good because it's going to increase their bag. You know what I mean? Once that starts catching fire, that's like we can go from where like just under 4,000 holders. I can see us hitting 40,000 holders in a week or two once it starts catching fire.
Yeah, that's the hope. That's the hope, right? The numbers are going to start to speak for themselves. The DApp's going to make it even more available. We have a really cool group of influencers as well as just community members who I should mention, like we're building out the Vault Army now. So if any of you are not on Twitter, please join Twitter, get yourself a Twitter account. You can make it heavily dedicated to Vault, or you can just make it to whatever you choose. But the ideal goal here is that everybody who's listening today gets to know one another. We start following each other. I will follow everybody back here. So just know that I'm trying to catch up. I've been obviously quite busy with the lives and the AMAs and the team trying to build and innovate. But the number one goal will be just making a social presence for ourselves, because once this DApp's available, the hope is to not only just show how beneficial this is for us in regards to reflections, but furthermore, how much it's benefiting the burn pile of SafeMoon, which of course, assists with supply and furthermore price evaluation. So yeah, sky's the limit, guys. We're just getting started. And yeah, I think less of looking in the rear view mirror with a token like this.
Agreed. And unfortunately, because of my stance and YouTube and just following, I'm in multiple coins. But I do have in my profile, I have like FEG, Safe Moon, GMR, you know, like the big BTT, XRP. So I actually just went and added Safe Vault to that. So I can't do a dedicated one, but I definitely put it there on my top list of holdings for sure. I got long-term belief in this coin.
Great. It's great for you. And I also like to always just mention to people, I know that it's hard when you're a new investor and sometimes you don't necessarily know what the HODL term means, or diamond hands, or being able to make profit off your investment. We're never going to be that type of team. So don't ever feel that you can't make a sale, or if you need to ask questions about how to make a sale. We're also very open to all of that. I know that in SafeMoon for a very long time, it was kind of like a whisper. If someone needed to make a sale, it was hard to get access to help. They were having issues with slippage, even issues with doing ratios on what's the right approach, like what's the appropriate amount to sell today, and then how to gain back the same token allotment tomorrow or the following day when the dip on price happens. So yeah, we're here learning cryptocurrency, and I just want to make myself available to all of you, as well as the team is available to all of you in regards to just making really good portfolio decisions utilizing these compounding factors.
Hey, Team Vault, how you guys doing?
Wonderful. How are you?
Good, good. Old guy reporting for duty. Telegram number 43. Reporting for duty. Hey, you guys. Hey, Mike, how you doing, man? I'm the old guy. I'm the old guy of the group. Come on, most of you guys can be my kids. So, you know, I'm the old guy. Hey, first off, you guys killed it on the AMA today. Congratulations. Incredibly well done. You guys were awesome. We were obviously trying to fight the FUD. That was, you know, one or two people were spreading through the comments, but quite obvious the impact you guys had has been seen in the last, let's say, 2 hours. So job well done, again, as always. Hey, I wanted to just kind of remind everybody, I've been trying to throw it out there when I see it, when I can in the Telegram. But, you know, when folks are coming on board, they're saying, geez, am I late? Am I late to the
Never.
party?
Never.
And we have to remind everybody that, look, we only have 3,700 holders plus right now. You know, you look at, you know, a token like Everrise has 75,000.
Yep.
And, you know, I mean, let's leave the SafeMoon 2.5 million even out of the conversation, but you know, it is very much in its infancy. And, you know, obviously we have incredible trust in what you guys are bringing to the table and what you guys are going to be doing in the future in expanding this project. And you know, we need to make sure that we remind everybody that this is still very, very new. Do not, and we're very different in the fact that we are, you know, and you guys said it right from the start. We are not, you know, the pump and dump style token. This is different. This is evolutionary. I hate to borrow that word from our SafeMoon friends and family, as I am, but it is true. We really are, and we need to remind folks of that. That, you know, this isn't like every other token. This is different, and obviously the safe vault use case is different. And you know, it's been awesome that everybody is so helpful in the Telegram group and trying to, you know, get everybody educated on things and to try to help out the mods. And I mean, you guys, and let's not leave the mods out of this. You guys have done an awesome job, just an awesome job. And I'm looking forward to triggering my reflections. I might not be able to wait till my 8 p.m. 24-hour window like I try to every day, but I may have to do that for the heck of it, just to see where we're at, because it's killing me. It's absolutely killing me. So once again, great job, fellas and gals. And
We just broke 6 million. I don't want to cut you off. Broke 6 million. Go ahead, finish your point.
Woo! All right. But awesome job, everybody. Kudos to all of you, and we're here. We got your back. We support everything you guys are doing.
Glad to have you, man. Thanks for seeing the vision.
So happy to have you. So happy to have all of you here. Oh, it's great. It's really, really great, guys. I'm just looking at the numbers.
I'm pumped. We just crushed through 6 million. So I was telling people in the chat to spam microbuys. I was putting 0.01, 0.01, 0.01.
There's just so many of you in here listening. So happy to have you all come off the AMA, excited like the rest of us. I know me and the guys here, we haven't even had a minute to kind of take in all of it. We're doing it with you. So when we say like community is really everything from us, we went directly from Michael live to just Michael not live for a few minutes, where we were able to thank him for all of what he's done and allotted us that ability to get to the platform. He's also offered that platform to us again, which is really, really nice, and we can utilize it as we wish. So he's he's a DeFi guy, and he really loves SafeMoon, and we had a great AMA. To be honest, it went really, really well. I was super happy with the questions and the information we were able to get out to the public. And then we came right in here and we're able to celebrate that with all of you. So it's been really exciting. I'm doing the same thing. I know my team's probably doing the same thing. Mike and Eric, you're replying and tweeting and trying to get caught up on everything. I can barely keep up, but yes, just amazing the amount of people who are interested in it. People, I guess, now are looking into the wallet. I'm not sure if anybody here has gone ahead and gotten access to the beta for SafeMoon, but if you have, feel free to share that.
Hey, Jen, I also meant to ask you, or you and Eric and Mike, what type of time frame do you guys have on the app for calculations? What are you guys throwing out there?
Sorry, you want to just repeat the question again? Sorry, I was writing a text. Sorry, I apologize.
Yeah.
Yeah, timeline. I'm just curious as to what timeline you guys have on the D app for calculations and such. I think it will be really helpful.
Yeah, she's deep into text. Yeah, a couple days, man. Like within a week conservatively. You know, with
Awesome.
Yeah, we move pretty quick here. Like the team, like I was saying, we've been up at all hours. We've been running all day. We're doing it in the back end of even talking here on the chat. It's priority. For the more we can get to you guys, the better.
For real, Jen's a fucking big baller, dude. She's got the hookups for anything you want.
It's true. Come ask. Anything I can help
true.
you with.
It is
And I'm
definitely
willing to share it. I like to share.
That is cool. No, hey, great to know. I'm just curious as to when posed with the question, how to properly answer. As I mentioned once to Eric, I like to under promise and over deliver. So
Yeah, we agree.
we got work to do. Oh, we got a lot of work to do.
We do. I was just thinking the same thing. I'm like, okay, so we're rolling this through. So we started kind of like a team meeting early this morning. It ran right till literally the minutes of us saying, have you entered the AMA for Michael yet? He's messaging to enter. Eric said, well, I'm in there. Where are you guys? And we were still doing our meeting. So we went from that to AMA to here to probably meetings right after. I imagine we may be meeting until late hours of the night regarding code. Yeah, it's amazing. Free time doesn't exist anymore.
Whew. 3:30 Central Time. Well, the day is young still. We can knock out a whole nother step today. You know what I think is so cool is that you can create all of this stuff from the privacy of your own home. Like it's bananas to me that all this that we've created and you guys have helped create it. It's just we've done it. I've just been sitting at home the whole time. You know, it's such a weird thing that everything is so interconnected. How's our burn looking? Anyone got that?
Let me grab it. Hang on, I'm going to do it right now. I'm just.
Is it the 5% yet?
We were up at 8, so let me just get it. Okay, sorry. I hope everyone here too listening really supports Sean. As I'm sure you witnessed a little bit of a hard time that was thrown at our Solidity dev when new products were brought to market and SafeMoon Maxis felt that it was maybe not appropriate. I'm concerned that Sean may be also up against that same hill, and I would just hope that everyone here assists us in promoting the fact that Sean is a big proponent of not only SafeMoon and DeFi in general, but is been a big tool for everyone here to utilize to learn SafeMoon. So we just hope that, you know, as a community, we can help in regards to making sure that Sean isn't having a really hard time with people thinking he's doing something that is malicious. He's not.
Yeah, 100%. We've said this many times, and we will continue to say it, is that, you know, when you have a project or a crypto project and a token, that, you know, you can't have too many cooks in the kitchen, right? It's the same with anything. You can't have so many people a part of it, because then just the ideas get diluted and arguments ensue, and there's no authority and no consensus and things like that. So, you know, as SafeMoon, you know, in whatever capacity they brought all these different people on, you know, they only have so much work and so much power to give them. So at some point, they kind of max out, you know, with SafeMoon and what they're able to give them. Yet these people are such talented individuals that, you know, they have so much more to give to, you know, to crypto and DeFi in particular. So, you know, that's kind of what we are providing, and honestly, it's been an easy sell to these people, because they do feel underutilized, because there just isn't enough, you know, power to go around. So, you know, that's kind of how we got these people on board with us, and we will continue to do that. And again, it is no way, shape, or form stealing people from SafeMoon. That is not our intent at all. You know, it's under our impression for now that they want to continue working for SafeMoon in their capacity, so long as SafeMoon allows that. You know, that's whatever stipulations go into that, we are not included in. But yeah, we just want to add smart people, and we want to utilize people to their best abilities, and that's what we're going to try to do.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. I don't get it, because it's like, you know, teaches on there's gonna be people of all walks and stuff like that, but the maxis are, you know, they're gonna be the maxis. But the way that I look at it is like Bitcoin, you know, obviously was the first. So like, there's plenty of people who will only invest in Bitcoin and think everything else is bullshit. Bitcoin is gonna be the only one standing. The truth is there's gonna be a whole ecosystem, you know, full of cryptocurrency that is going to power the world. You know what I mean? Like, it's just it's inevitable. And I don't know. I feel DeFi is open source for a reason, to build upon and continue expanding upon. That, like, that is the literal purpose of it, is to create new tokens and to further the code. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I guess it's like you're maxi for in a DeFi project, or, you know what I mean? But like, you don't represent what the project actually is supposed to represent. So it doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, it's the saying I'm always reminded of is adapt or die. You know, that's good for everything. Like I love sports, so I think about it like in sports. So think about like a quarterback. If you have a quarterback and there's no backup to push them, they can slough off, not lift weights, you know, do a shit job, whatever, and they're not worried about losing their job, right, or losing their power. Same thing goes here. And then so if you throw in a good backup quarterback that's working hard and pushing them, it makes the starting quarterback better. You know, the same thing happens in business, in any situation. Just competition makes diamonds, right?
Yep. So I guess competition made my hands.
Yeah.
Wait, that sounds wrong. My hands don't compete for. Yeah. Let's move next subject.
Yeah.
SafeMoon.net is getting crushed by all the beta wallet traffic. It's hard to even access.
Oh yeah, they crashed it. The website wasn't designed for the traffic though.
Oh my God. So there's a dude in one of my groups who said that he missed out on this one and he's so pissed. I was like, you live in Washington, right? He's like, yeah. I was like, all right, cool. Let me fly out there, smack you real quick, and then get right back on the plane. I was like, dude, I literally told you this is about SafeMoon reflections. This is the new, I think this is going to be the new instead of reflecting native tokens. Because it kind of gives people like, okay, well, if this token never does anything, it's going to give me some value in a token I do believe.
Differentiate your portfolio.
Exactly. And it's a form of passive income, because like right now, our investment, people from pre-sale and people that bought in earlier, your investment is up. So you're doing what you're supposed to do as far as your investment, but also passively we've been gaining safe moon while we sleep, while we eat, while we do whatever the hell it is we do. You know, at the
Exactly.
same time. It's just
And then
insane.
that safe moon gains safe moon.
Exactly. So the fact he didn't get in it, I really want to smack him. I was like, dude, the target audience is safe moon, right? 2.5 million holders. It's reflecting passively in that, and we have safe moon influencers in the dev team. Their dogs look like I was just like, bro, I'm gonna come smack you. So.
Yeah, I have two of my better friends that I begged to get into the private sale, and they're like, nah, you know, safe moon kind of, I'm way down on safe moon. I'm not gonna do that. I'm like, all right, look where we're at now. You got to have a little vision, you know, and you got to put a little work to kind of solidify the vision. But yeah, you can do a lot of cool things if you take the time to learn.
I'm just trying to respond to everyone. If you ever wonder, I'll just mention that again. If Jen ever goes silent, it's because for some godforsaken reason, I am unable to talk and type when I'm thinking through a thought process to reply. So I just like go dead. Sometimes it happens in the middle of a conversation. So I'm here, I'm listening.
No worries. We literally, we just dropped down a little bit, but we literally just cracked 6 million and 6.25 million market cap. That's crazy, man.
Amazing.
Let's go.
Yeah. I was shooting for 5 and I'm well past it. The same way I was shooting for a different floor, we've well past it. It's just been really, really nice.
Yeah, it is.
So I have a question about my reflections. I bought Vault 8 days ago, and I got my reflections 2 days after that, and I haven't seen any reflections yet. I'm under 100 million. I wish I would have bought more, but I was kind of scared off of some rug pulls. I'm heavily into Safe Moon though, so with this big action that we're seeing, do you think I'll see my reflections? I'm too cheap to buy or sell anything to automatically have that happen.
Yeah, so you know we have been going up pretty consistently for some of those days now, so that doesn't add as much to your rewards there, so it keeps that number a little bit lower. But yeah, you know we do have safe and rewards on buys as well as sells too, so it definitely should be pretty soon. And then you know the more transactions we have, then the more people in the queue get triggered to get the rewards too. So if you do get up to that million threshold within the next day or two or whatever it is, there should be enough transactions to continue to pay people out down the line and kind of frequently, in every day or two. But like we said, I just want to finish that thought. The D app is going to be out in a couple days here, guys, and that will show you the rewards for the day, safe and rewards for the day, your safe and rewards for all time, and then your pending safe and rewards. So if you are a smaller bag holder, you can still track and see that grow, and then you'll know kind of almost exactly when you'll be actually receiving those, but you'll know how much it is.
Sounds good. Thanks so much.
For sure.
All I was gonna say is someone mentioned the chart. It was 6.25 million. The chart. I'm on Poocoin. It says it's just under 7 million. So I don't know which one's right, but we're like 50K off of 7 million on Poocoin.
Really, I'm on Poocoin too. That's weird.
I would go with.
What's the price? Right now it's up to 7, yo.
Yeah, it's at 7 million basically. It's right under it. Just a notch under. We'll hit that in the next 20 minutes.
Yeah, I'm on Bob. It's at 6.2.
Yeah, I might just.
4.9 for Dextools.
Is it me or is anyone else calling Rose to show me the chart and she's showing me the wrong contract address?
Oh, that should be fixed. Yeah, no, I just refreshed my Poocoin and it's saying 6.286, 6.290 right now. I checked Dex and it's in line with Dex. I don't know. That's weird. But hey, you know what? Maybe your computer's slightly in the future, bud, and that's just telling us what's to come.
What's your percentage increase on Poocoin, the one you're looking at here?
Percentage increase on the monthly, you said?
Today, right now.
92.03% on the daily.
Okay, yeah, that's. I don't know. Maybe I don't know why the market cap showing something different.
It's all good, brother. Like I said, your computer or phone or whatever you're looking at is just in the future, and it's to come here shortly. So, Jen, I know you're like really knowledge into crypto and stuff. Do you mind if I like DM you with a few questions I have?
Of course, anytime. Yeah, we can
Awesome.
talk now, even if you're interested. There's probably people here who are interested in the question. Go for it.
Was
Unless you
more-
want to keep it private, in which case, throw it in my DM.
Yep. That's what I said.
Go for it. Yeah,
Slide into
anytime.
those DMs.
Yeah, anybody. More than welcome.
All right, so I'm Telegram banned, so I had to message you off of this account.
No problem.
Too much of the shillings.
Man, if you go look at the buys and sells, like obviously they're like almost all buys, but I just love the little amounts. That just means people are just throwing in whatever they can, and
Yeah.
they're just doing what they can, you know.
Yeah, that's why I told this
The average stuff.
this older lady, she doesn't really have a lot of money. And she's like, should I put it now? And I'd be like, look, honestly, as a trader, because I trade Forex and stuff for like years and she learns from me and stuff, typically we tell people not to buy at the top. But I was like, this project is going far. So if you wanted to, you could just take a portion of whatever you're willing to invest and put a portion in. And if there is a dip, which I'm not saying there will be one, but if there is, then you could just cost average down. You know what I mean? So yeah, nice. And she was like talking about like putting $15 in. I was like, look, to put anything you can in, you'll gain passive income. That could be, $1 a day, $1 a week. That stuff adds up.
Yeah, and that's what my stuff, especially a lot of people did with safe one too, because when they bought towards the all-time high, well then you had freaking like 3 months now to average down at your leisure, And if you didn't, that's on you.
I don't need to average down on my Safe Moon. I bought Safe Vault, so it's doing it for me.
Yes.
We're at 69.49. 6949.
Woo!
I was waiting for that comment.
6949.
I knew it was coming.
We're gonna see 7, so we're doubling yesterday.
Wait, so maybe I'm
Guys,
back.
we were worried about going to bed.
Yeah, maybe I'm backed up or something, because mine still says 6.29.
You're on.
Yeah, I'll just refresh the page, buddy. So go up and if you're on mobile, just swipe down to refresh it, and you should be able to see it.
Yeah, no, I refreshed. That's weird. All good though. I'm all for it.
Mm-hmm.
What was that? That was on. What are you looking at? Poocoin or? Looking at Poocoin, and I'm looking at Dextools.
Yeah, I have both of them.
At 6.9.
Really?
Okay, yeah, that's right.
Oh, you know what? Dextools for me.
I like
6.9.
Dextools.
Yeah, Dextools is that 6.9. That's great.
I like Dextools. Is it? Cool. I like Dextools so much more now.
Hey, are any of one of y'all like when y'all switch to like charts or something on your phone losing the Telegram? Because every time I switch over to look at something, it drops me on the voice call.
No, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, if I the same way. I have an iPhone 7. Mine does that. If I go to a different thing, it'll just completely shut off the Telegram.
Could it be OS permission about when you're using the app versus all the time?
Maybe I just did the update. It didn't used to do it, but I updated it. So maybe that.
Guys, our market cap just is at 7 million. Jesus Christ.
Hey!
Woo!
Congratulations.
Yes, congratulations, all of you listening. Oh, wow.
How many holders do we have?
That's insane.
I just had it. Hang on, let me just grab it again. 1 second.
Will
Did
the
we just-
the logo show up?
We just put on like
automatically
800 holders in the last 20 minutes?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Yeah,
word's getting
we're
out.
driving traffic. Yeah, we're driving traffic. We're looking at 4570.
What?
Wow. Yeah, what?
4570. I'm gonna run it on BSC just to confirm it. So just give me a
BSC
quick
says
moment.
3700.
Hey, the market cap on Bog doesn't include the burn wallet. You have to hover your cursor and then you'll see the extra amount.
3754 is the count right now on BSC.
We'll get there by the end of the weekend, eh? Pancake.
Yeah, to the quantity. Looking good, guys. The buys look solid. Wow.
We have burned 4.5% since launch, in addition to the 5%. So we're almost burning 10% of our supply.
10%. Yeah. And then keep in mind too, the top 5 wallets only hold just under 9%, lauding everybody else in the pool of investors to have a pretty good share.
Yeah, we just had one whale jump up today with 2% or whatever. I think that was today.
It's okay.
You had to pay to do it, man.
You know it.
Was it Mark Cuban? Question mark? Was it Elon?
Really, thank you guys. Thank you for your works.
Oh, 100%, man. Like we've always been saying, we are in this for the little guy, giving people an opportunity to have investment options that weren't available prior. So, and we're going to continue to do that.
Just split them for me, please. Thank you.
We're going to continue to blow your minds.
Yeah, we're driving 5s, 10s, 20 buys. I'm trying to get them.
Yeah, people are going to be
This is
mad when
wonderful.
we're at like 20K holders in like the next either few days or week. Like it's this chart is going to attract a lot of people.
Yes, I completely agree with you. It's attracting them already.
Oh,
if you see the kind of
yeah, this brings on the FOMO. This brings on the people who just like can't stand to see other people win and they have to win too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would argue too. You know, I really assisted in building the Safe Moon Army up to what it is now. I was in there kind of day one. I'm sure many of you, I don't know if you've heard the podcast that I was able to do with Howling at the Safe Moon, but I encourage you to listen to it if you get a chance to get a real grasp of how much work went into building out the Army to what it is today. But I would also say to you all in the same sentence that it's somewhat disappointing to see the moderators in their back end of Discord making it very difficult for me to be able to talk to Safe Moon holders and for many others trying to get information related to Vault out. But yeah, more and more people will start to just see the numbers and the math, and hopefully we'll reach out to each one of you, if not myself and the team here, and ask these questions about why you would want something like this, and kind of what Michael was doing tonight or this afternoon on Safe Moon Michael, which is just really truly driving home the fact that this complements the original asset. It was always designed to, whether you hold it or not. Go ahead.
That's an echo. Somebody, Jen.
Oh, it's okay. It might have been me too. The phone's been running. It's hot. But yeah, just so impressed, guys. So impressed. I'm sorry, I'm staring at the chart and I'm trying to manage people who are looking for buy-in option, like their moments for buy to optimize the buys. We get more reflections sometimes when they're managed appropriately. So we're trying to do that. We're 6983, guys. I've never seen anything like it, not in a parabolic fashion like we had predicted it would be. I'm so proud. That is what you call an 8 line. Oh my goodness. Unreal. If you zoomed out the chart, has anyone zoomed right out? Like I'm on a 15-minute right now zoomed. It's remarkable. If someone has crickets, who's got crickets?
Oh, that's me.
I like it. Oh yeah, you have goats and
I
crickets.
live in the boonies.
It's okay. Enjoy.
For now. until we moved to our beach condos in San Diego with Sean.
I'm just excited to play on the team softball leagues.
Year-round golf, baby.
Are you good, Mike? I've never asked you. Are you good? I played
I'm not
too in school.
No, not like good at all. No, I'm average.
Woo! We just hit 699, guys. And 6995. We didn't just hit 69. We hit 6995. We're going to 7 while we're talking right in the next few minutes. I've got buyers lining up their next buys. Do it, guys. Buy now. Push it. Let's get it through. What was that did that one? That was small buy that pushed that through over the last 15 minutes. Those are all small buys that made that next candle. Wow. And small buys are not to be looked at or frowned at in any way. Remember, when we're talking about cryptocurrency, it is a digital global asset. And because of economies that have been pulverized by the many who walked before, their entry points are always going to be lower than the privileged group of us that are able to invest larger amounts. So encouraging the small buys is just as exciting. It's good for everybody. Look at them getting into the market and getting in with a double compounding asset instead of just a single one. It's beautiful.
6999.
It is 6999. Oh, it's 7005. Woo! Holy yes. Eric and Mike, we are officially in the 7s. We might just knock a 0. Yeah, we might knock a 0. It's certainly possible. 2 zeros in one day, guys, from 3-9 when we went to bed.
Going away.
Yeah, we went to bed at 3.
Man, I'm so fucking happy right now, man. Jesus Christ. I'm telling you.
I can't believe Eric
Guys,
ain't
I won't say
choking
anymore,
up.
but this is, oh my god, this is amazing, man. This is amazing, man. This is fucking great, man. I don't know, just happened, man.
That's great, man. Yeah, you follow us. We'll we got the path here. Just follow along and we'll be golden.
Oh, Bird, thank you for the wind chimes. I love it.
I heard someone else's. I had to. We have them all over the place.
Hey. Yes, thank you again. This is wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you for joining the AMA. Thank you for spreading education to everybody. We have a beautiful future.
Hey, so we're hitting the algorithms. If you guys do a hashtag and type in the word safe on Twitter, Safe Vault will be listed number 4 or 5 in the list now.
Yeah, I noticed that last night. Same with Vault Empire was pulling as well if you go to type Vault.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're starting to make some real traction, which is beautiful.
Yo, Eric. Or Mike.
Josh? What's up, Josh?
Hey, so Safe Moon crashed the website, the Safe Moon Army, within 1 second of launch. That's awesome. But hey, when are you guys going to be able to apply to get your token logo put on Pancake Swap? What are the requirements for that? Because we have to be damn close to the requirements by now.
Yep, it's 5,000 holders, so we're 337 right now. So
Okay,
hopefully by the end of the weekend.
nice. Congratulations on your project.
Thank you.
Love it, man. You build it, they will come.
Yep, absolutely. All right, I'm gonna go back over and keep trying to download that damn wallet. The freaking website.
First come,
Yeah,
first serve.
Ooh.
I think somebody pushed the wrong button.
Press the wrong button.
Hey, hey, hey.
Who ended the chat? It's probably me. Just says voice chat ended. I don't know.
So guys, I don't know what your plans are in regards to keeping the chat open. Do you want to do that long term? What are you thinking schedule wise? We're a big community, so everybody can hear our plans. I was hoping that I might be able to, I don't know, eat for 30 minutes if that's cool. I kind of just have been running all day. And I want to be available to all of you in the evening and maybe in 30 minutes to just continue everything. But I don't want to shut anything down if you want to keep going. So what does everybody think? What does everybody want to do? It's so exciting.
Totally cool with a break.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
let's,
cool.
let's-
I'm cool with the break, but I am live streaming, so if a few people want to stay in and just shoot the shit, I'm cool with that too.
Yeah.
Okay.
100%.
Well, you're more than welcome. Yeah, you're more than welcome. I was just thinking, like, in regards to like the three here that are core, it might be good, guys, to take a minute to yourselves and have a second to take all of what this is in, guys. Like, I hope you see what I see. It's a beautiful day. It's been amazing days, but we really just have not even had a moment to ourselves personally or ourselves just as our core selves to congratulate one another. It might be time to do that and take a minute, refresh, and then be available to everybody at the next all-time high, which is consistently going to be happening.
Yeah, like every other
Yeah.
we just
Yeah,
hit
yeah.
7. We just hit 7, Jen.
Guys,
Yeah,
I'll see
yeah,
you all at the
exactly.
next
Yeah.
all-time high in 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's going to be a day like this. It's just going to be a beautiful day. It'll probably continue throughout the weekend. And like we said to the investor pool here to begin with, our goal was always to organize, to get a plan in play, and the plan has worked. It is working, and we have many more features to our long plan to roll Vault out to the masses. So in regards to just us three having to spend some time just being able to talk, we are in a time crunch in regards to getting our full platform and program out. We want to do it quickly, concisely, and kind of need a little bit of time to be able to talk and make some plans and innovate, and furthermore, just be able to schedule the ability to work with our teams globally. So that's what I'm thinking.
Yep, let's hop out here and you guys enjoy the rest of the day, and we'll hop back in later on. But we got to start planning the empire. So
Right. Yeah. And I was just thinking, I don't know who started up the chat. Like, I'm pretty sure the three of us and Chris can dip out of here without necessarily affecting YT and his ability to live stream, because I know that's really important to him and to all of us. So if there's a way to leave the room quietly without necessarily closing it down.
last night. So
Yeah. Let's do it.
be good.
To
Awesome.
all of you listening, thank you so much for spending this time with us and for, supporting us on that AMA and with all the encouraging words. I can speak for myself here as a girl involved in tech and a girl who has been expansively trying to get a voice at a table so that I can get it to all of you. I really appreciate that you are accepting me and you like that I'm here, and furthermore are encouraging me to keep it up. So thank you so much, everyone.
Awesome.
Peace.
Thank you guys so much. Appreciate it.
You got it.
Thank you, guys. Love it. Absolutely love it, guys. Huge, huge, huge. huge, huge hype today, and so grateful.
Yeah, man. I'll never forget that DM you sent me, because that's why I decided to like ape it and take it all the way serious, because you're transparent.
But appreciate you too.
No problem, brother. Get some rest. Go get some food. Go stretch. Go do what you got to do.
Yep. Take care, guys. Eric, appreciate it.
All right, brother. We are at 6.4 million market cap right now. According to Poocoin, I believe Dex has the burn amount included. That's why it's slightly off. I don't know if anyone can confirm that. Hey, what's up, Jerome's? Sound like you're in a wind tunnel, buddy.
Hello.
How you doing, man? Sorry, Jerome's. I have to lower you a little bit because it sounds like background noise or something. Ooh. We're getting close to 6.5 million market cap, guys. 6.5. I think when I saw this taking off, it was like in the later threes or something. Somewhere around there. I think it was like 3.8 million. That's pretty insane.
On Dex, it's almost at 7 million and a quarter. So Go on Dex. I don't know. Maybe that's better to view.
Yeah, no, I did, but someone said that it doesn't account for the burned tokens. So like the market cap would show higher than what it is.
I think the burn tokens stay like we hold on to it, and then it's like a burn function that like it jacks up the price. I think that's what happened the other day. I don't know if it was confirmed, but I don't know if it was a whale that did it because it was like a 30,000 buy, and it went right to the SafeMoon wallet. So that would look like it's a buy burn function that doesn't drop the price. It like increases the price. So I think we hold on to it till we burn it at one time. It's not like it's burning constantly because then that would cause too much tax fees. I think it just does it all at once.
Okay.
Built up, you know.
Yeah, they have it as a diluted market cap. Okay.
Let's go.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
I'm just sitting back.
I think 150% is doable today. I think it's very possible.
I now wish I would put more money in. But that's how it is. Crypto's going off right now, though.
Yeah, man. It's a pretty exciting day.
I like green. Yeah. Let's see what happens.
I always find it funny when people say they like green because I've been a trader for a long time and I switch my candles around just because I normally wait for sells into buys, so my up candles are red and my green candles go down.
Yeah. I'm not a trader, so I know what you're saying, but I like red just because you can buy more, but
yeah, exactly.
It's nice to see green because I like seeing people fired up and excited.
Exactly.
And I like seeing like I don't know. Like right now it's really a big a bunch of crap going on with the SEC, so it's like a punch in their mouth. I like it like F you guys.
Exactly. That's what I mean. As we start getting more percentages of people into this, man, it's gonna be truly interesting because they're not gonna be able to control us like they fucking do. So
exactly. What's gonna happen when they can't control us? All we have to do is spread the word to everybody to know if they ever get approached by the government in the future. Say, I lost my damn keys. I don't have access to those wallets. Like I don't have my cell. Like I broke my phone, man. Like I don't have no access, so they can never try to screw us. What are you gonna do? Arrest you for saying you lost your keys? Just
and that they can really do, honestly. And
I know.
To be honest, it's like either they join or they just sit on the sidelines. That's pretty much all they could do.
They'll join. I think they already joined. I think they already joined.
I feel maybe, but on a small scale because there's no way our market cap is only like 2 trillion. This is not. That shit would be fucking.
Yeah, it'd be a trillion.
10 trillion minimum.
That's crazy. I really believe. I swear that we'll continue this cycle of DeFi projects coming out of thin air or whatever. But I think there's going to be days where these DeFi projects, even the meme coins or the meme tokens, hit $1 billion market cap quick.
Oh yeah, $1 billion will be nothing. Like honestly, I've seen coins that like horrible coins like have no use case, like nothing, like hit 10s and 20 million like market caps, and I'm just like, wow. Like this is just going to be exponentially larger when there's more adaptation.
That's what I'm saying.
It's going to be insane.
And it's not. I know it's bad to say, but since we're all in early, everybody even on here, and we know how to work Pancake swap and stuff like that. And then when we get in you get in products or whatever in the future that go to $1 billion market caps quick, you'll see insane money because we know how to work Pancake Squad.
And that's pretty insane, man. If you do the math on it, honestly, like you can get to 10 million market cap with only 5,000 holders on an average of 2,000 per person. So you could literally have a group of people or like Wall Street Bets or whatever, like legit, because I don't think they actually started their own legit token. It's always been like, imposters making them. But if they did something like that to where they geared up to it and had everyone jump it, like you could easily hit like $1 billion with, like Safe Moon numbers, like 2.5 million. Like bro, it's going to be insane.
Yeah, the website's crashed right now. You can't even download the beta.
The problem with sorry.
You're good, brother.
I was gonna say a problem with something like that when you have a movement that big, someone's gonna bot the fuck out of it, and you're gonna have increases, but then you're gonna like sideways trade, and those bots are like dangerous. I don't think he's in here now, but there's a couple mods we like invest in some other stuff, and the thing was just getting botted to hell. Like there was like 40 million market cap. And the price wouldn't move because the bot was, every time it was taking a percentage out, it would just profit take, and nobody could get anything. Like I literally I ended up losing money on a fucking market cap that went 40 million. So unless you built like a token that could be like bot proof or you release it in a specific way, so these new releases they're hard to fuck with because they get screwed over.
Well, who's to say we ain't gonna learn how to create bots ourselves?
Yeah, but then that's true. But then yeah.
But I mean, somebody is always getting. I hate making people on other people on other people's shoulders, like hurting other people, But
then you're just ripping everybody off. You're ripping off potentially tens of thousands of people, right? Like
I seen a project that did
the
first like 3 minutes of a project. They put the sales tax at 90 or 99% and told everyone not to buy, and it legit fucking worked. I was surprised.
Well, that happened. So this other day I was looking at this project I was going to invest in. I actually fucking slept in by accident. And they put this tax at 65%, and the thing went 6,000% that day. It increased. So it's 60x in like 3 hours. It was insane because everyone was like, well, we're not going to sell. So everyone's going to ride it all the way up. And bots couldn't take the risk of selling because they're going to have no margin. So you need to do something like that to control bot selling, right?
Yeah, that's another thing that I've heard of, doing short-term sales tax increases, and then like varying sales taxes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Taxes. I mean, there's so much that's to come to DeFi, bro. It's pretty insane, honestly.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, it's just crazy though. There's so much volume pumping through Safe Moon Vault and Safe Moon today.
Yeah, it's pretty insane. Both the banks.
And if it's not like what you were saying with DeFi, if it's not a DeFi, they can't change their taxes or their percentages, right? It's in there. There's no like solidity development or contract that you could manipulate. It's just like a straight contract that's immovable, right? So like
you
just
can
release it and just
you can change it. There's actually, well, I can't really talk about it here, but there's a way to do it. So if it's unrenounced, then obviously you have to have a trustworthy dev, and then I would highly recommend 100% liquidity locked. But you can go into the code and actually put in functions to turn off and on.
Yeah, but that's if you have smart contracts. Say like a contract like Bitcoin, you can't do that stuff, right?
No.
That's what I'm saying. It has to be within the DeFi realm. You can completely do it. But in the other way, like the old way of like cryptology, you can't manipulate it in the same fashion.
Correct.
Yeah, the DeFi space is a million times better than the quote unquote traditional crypto space. I mean,
Bitcoin's gonna die just like gold did.
DeFi, but
Bitcoin will die just like gold did. I guarantee.
I don't know. I think Bitcoin will, because I mean, it is DeFi, really, if you think about it. And it's decentralized.
The way that I look at
Bitcoin has become like the epitome of non-decentralized because governments and banking institutions are involved in it now. It's not decentralized.
Yeah. Well,
it's
I mean,
they're going to control it because they have the ability to, right?
To a varying degree, they don't have 100.
It.
Exactly. That's the best they can do.
They can't control it in the way that you can control fiat, but they can control it with the mass amounts that they buy. They can completely
For
control.
now, but really, Max Kaiser says it best. Max Kaiser says it best. He's like, we fucking control them because they keep buying up. Like Michael Saylor is going to control the government because he keeps buying it up.
Max Kaiser is also fucking. He's just half delusional. A little bit of a weirdo. He's full of shit. It's a good idea. And we wish that what he's saying is true, but that's not true. Once these institutions like Morgan Stanley and all these guys got involved, they're going to control it. These guys have fucking trillions of dollars at their beck and call. They can control it. That's why during the first market crash, the institutional buying and selling, they completely suppressed the price to buy it all back. And you look at the charts, it goes like it's like this weird. They would drop it and then buy it all back. Drop it, buy it all back, and get people to sell just from market manipulation, like they've always done. They used the exact same tactics in crypto, and they sucked out fucking trillions of dollars within like what 3 days, 4 days. So it's like they're always going to have that ability because they have so much more money and power than us, and technology and wherewithal to do this kind of stuff, right? So.
Yep. Yeah, man. I don't ever see it being able to be. It will never be 100% controlled. So that already right there is leaps and bounds ahead of where we are now. But the more that people understand,
more than we control. But what I do.
Well,
but those guys are adept. They do have big money, and they do know how to play with our heads with their money.
People with the biggest portion are always going to have the biggest influence. So that's how I look at it. Is like it's less dissent. It's less. It's going a different direction than I think the original intention was for this kind of space, right? That's why DeFi is trying to go back into that same direction that Bitcoin started off with, and now it's kind of lost that direction. This is going to take over again and kind of restabilize and make it a more fair playing field, I think, compared to Bitcoin.
Yeah, no, I agree, man. I just thought of a really good analogy. So let's think of how things are now with like fiat. Like the banks, the government are pretty much like a dev that could rug pull you, at any point in time. You know what I mean? Whereas with them being in, it's like they're whales, so they have some control. We know that whales have control in this space, but it's not everything. I mean, I've seen whales dump on projects and the community comes back and completely runs it 3 times an all-time high, where the whale would have made a shit ton more money not dumping. You know what I'm saying? So that's the way that I kind of look at it. Like,
you want in this world, you want whales to dump because you don't want them to have the control, right?
Exactly.
But my only thing about Bitcoin is there's only 2 million left to be mined, right?
But they're mined such a slow pace, right?
But the thing is there's guys out there that have massive wallets that haven't sold, and then there's guys that are douchebags. I've seen them on Clubhouse that put in their bio, and I watched them do it, and it showed their results. It's like when I got kicked out of Clubhouse rooms for being Bitcoin maxis, they sell 1,000 Bitcoin, just like that.
Yeah. You should.
So there's guys out there that have a lot more Bitcoin than the government can ever get because they already bought it all.
You should have been in the AMA yesterday. Josh and Jen were talking about. There's apparently, I don't know who he is, but these people know what they're talking about. But there's one guy who has so much Bitcoin across like several wallets. If he cashed it all out, he would actually crash Bitcoin. That's how much Bitcoin he has. So he probably has, I don't know, maybe hundreds of thousands of Bitcoin or millions of Bitcoin. I really don't know how much he has, but enough that you would fucking like tank the price.
Exactly. Michael Saylor has like 100,000.
Does he have that much now?
Yeah, Michael Saylor has 100,000 plus.
But it's not him. It's a fund, right?
Yeah,
so
he just keeps buying that shit, though. Next thing we're gonna know is we're gonna find him fucking, or in a newspaper article, dead because the government came after him. Just kidding. I'm not getting into conspiracies right now. I just don't trust the government. I just think they're always shady, though.
Yeah, I was gonna say good old Telegram voice chats. I was getting the conspiracies.
We're pushing 120 now. It's pushing fast, like 120%. We're almost at the 2,300 range, just under. I think we pushed 9,000 range. I don't know if we cut a zero out today. It's possible. If this keeps up like this is crazy because it's not. And now it's trading up to the side too, so it's just like that could be healthy. It's just gonna keep going up that way slowly, you know.
Yeah, like nobody really is gonna. Not many people are gonna sell their Safe Moon Vault. I don't think. Somebody
think,
has to sell.
Right now, nobody's gonna sell because they see it just keeps going up.
And a 30% tax, right?
Well, yeah, that's the thing. People don't want to. They don't want that tax, especially if you just got in now. You're not selling because you're gonna lose money. Like there'll be no point.
The thing is people actually have to sell so we can get our reflections quicker on Safe Moon.
With this now, because I'm first day investor. I'm happy with this. I don't really care about the reflections right now. On the way down, it's gonna be great.
I don't care about. I'll see my money grow. That's fine, but I'm waiting for my first Safe Moon reflections.
Hey, Safe Vault fam, I just joined the team. Can I just ask a quick question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, I picked up some Safe Vault from the YouTube video that I watched with Safe and Michael. And so to be clear, there's no tokenomics from Safe Vault. It's just all Safe Moon, right? Because I just want to make sure I'm monitoring the right coin.
No, there's tokenomics, but we don't get reflections in Safe Vault. We burn Safe Vault, but we don't get Safe Vault. We only get Safe Moon. So the tokenomics, yes, we're deflationary, but that is the only tokenomics that are in our benefit on this side.
Awesome. Thank you so much. That's my question.
No problem.
Pretty cool, right? Pretty cool, right, Don? Deep.
Yeah, this is all
One great thing is once Safe Moon stops burning, once they stop that 20% tax now is all going to us. So we're getting 22% reflections in Safe Vault eventually. It might be a couple of years before that happens. I don't really know, but that's going to be huge for this coin, especially because if you think in a couple of years, the value of this coin is going to be astronomical. So if you're getting 22% potential reflections in a couple of years, the market cap's like through the roof. That's going to be great.
What is the total supply of this?
There was 1 trillion, so it's a low supply.
Oh, so it's not even a big supply.
No,
Yeah,
so we'll burn through this quick.
Yeah, when I threw in a couple of B&Bs, I only got 20, 30 million or something like that. I was surprised. I thought it'd be like in the billions or something like other tokens.
Because it's going up so high. We don't have a 1 quadrillion supply like Safe Moon. So it's different. Our supply is so much different. So it's still good value, right? Considering what our circulation is. Right?
But it's pretty cool because you're actually killing two, but you're double dipping really because you're getting Safe Moon, it's burning Safe Moon, and it's burning Safe Vault. Because when we're buying more Safe Moon, yeah, so it's really cool. It's like double dipping. It's really fun.
That's the whole thing that Jen was talking about, compounding interest, right? Both grow individually also.
I can't hear you. I don't know. Yeah, I couldn't really hear you. You sound like you were far away.
Sometimes my phone does that. But you have two investments that are growing side by side, and one's helping the other, and it's a great kind of kind of a circle of investments.
Well, they're actually both helping each other because then everybody when Safe Moon wants more Safe Moon, they come here on top of their Safe Moon. So realistically, they're helping each other. It's pretty cool. It's pretty unique. I like it. I might sell my 2004 Chevy Impala and buy a Safe Moon Vault. I have a doorknob that's broken right off of my car. Someday I won't have it though, because of Safe Moon Vault and Safe Moon. I have a Toyota Corolla. Let's go. Oh. When's the Dex coming out? You guys know? 2 days? 3 days? 4 days? Does anybody know?
Sorry, I stepped away for a little bit. Mhm.
So I'm currently on the Safehold website. I see that there's 3 people that are spearheading this. Will Mike ever put a picture of himself up just so he can be doxxed?
Michael, I mean, I'm not part of the team, so don't use that. I have been in since day one, and I've grown close to them. But I know that they're partially doxxed, and they have plans. Let me bring up the website. I believe they have plans to fully dox, and then the other members partially dox, and then put, it's kind of like stages. Let's see. Mike and Eric are partially doxxed, live streaming constantly on Twitch and YouTube. Rest of our team will also partially dox when we establish long-term success. So then also, since Jen is part of the team now, she's doxxed as well. So, I mean, honestly, I'm kind of 50-50 with the dox being a situation. Because you are putting your personal, your face to something, and if ultimately it fails and people take it the wrong way, like people receive death threats even when they're not rug pulls, you know what I mean? So I'm kind of 50-50 on it. So for me, partially doxed and then plans to partially dox is good, or at least good enough for me personally.
Thank you.
No problem. The real issue, honestly, is the unlocked liquidity. That to me is like, I really won't get in projects that don't lock liquidity, and if it's for a short time, then if I do get in, then I'm mindful of that. I see if there's an extension. If not, I'll pull my funds out, because that's how they're able to backdoor and just completely drop price, unless they own a lot of tokens. But even then, it's just a percentage. It's not the same as pulling liquidity out.
Yeah, I heard on a Twitter space that Safely Mark ghost wrote the contract or vetted the contract, and then he recommended like a multi-signature. So because of that, that gave me a lot of confidence in the project.
Yeah, no, I did actually have a YouTube video that I did on the project, and that was like in the headline, because that stood out to me. Also how they handled things. So I don't know, were you here from the beginning?
No, I actually been following this project for quite some time, or for the past week, but it's because of the YouTube session with the team and Safe with Michael that gave me the final push forward. And also,
Okay, I see what you're saying. So me personally, I was in the pre-sale. I saw, once, kind of like this whole ecosystem, Binance Smart Chain and shitcoin, so to speak. There's so many projects coming out, and when there's a new the new hype, you know, the new wave that comes out, you know what I mean? It's like almost crucial if you're in this as a living to really follow what's working so successfully at other projects. And that's what DeFi is about, having open sources and open code to expand. So I believe Tiki was one of the first ones, if not the first one, that did the BNB rewards to holders. So ever since then, honestly, I've been betting every single contract that comes out that does, you know, reward and passive. So when I heard about this one being with SafeMoon, I know SafeMoon is like a very cultish type vibe of a token. You know what I mean? A lot of people hate it, and a lot of people believe in it, and it's like the new thing. It's like the Wall Street bets of crypto is kind of what I like in SafeMoon too. You know what I mean? The following it has. So I was very interested once I heard about this project and that SafeMoon Mark had worked on it. And then also I heard Jen. I'm not sure if you had the pleasure of hearing Jen yet in the chat. She is extremely intelligent, knows a lot about crypto, and she's being part of the plan. And she's also a SafeMoon influencer, and there's also other SafeMoon influencers as well in this project. So if our hot target investor is a SafeMoon investor trying to build their bag even more by holding SafeVault, having those pieces in the beginning process, the coding, the dev team, the ongoing marketing, that to me just lined up like a home run. You know what I mean? Everything kind of checked out. So when I heard about this early, I got in on pre-sale, and what happened during pre-sale was there's some mix-haps with the first pre-sale messed up, and it's what they did is they relaunched 3 hours later. So, or I think it was something like that. So people that didn't know that got in the first pre-sale missed out on the second pre-sale. You know, like new people got in. So essentially those people were mad, and then ultimately they ended up deciding to do a third pre-sale to give the people from the first one who missed the second one a chance to get back in. And instead of doing a 2 BNB max, they did a 1.5, and they actually put it in the poll to the community, saying if it would be smarter to do 2 or 1.5. And I myself put 2 in the first one, but I thought it would be fair to do 1.5 to allow, you know, the mix between 1 and 2 to try to get as much as possible in pre-sale. So that to me showed transparency, showed that they were worried about putting the community first. So I don't know, man, everything just lined up, and it shows in the chart too. I believe community is really behind this project, and that's why there's so many fucking diamond hits.
Thank you for the explanation. And also, you guys bringing on Sean Witriol, that was also really, that also swayed me to also invest in the project as well.
What was that? I didn't hear you. Bringing in what?
Sean Vitriol. He was a SafeMoon, part of the SafeMoon team, and then it was announced today.
Oh, okay. Like I said, I'm not part of the teams. I've been very, very busy, so I've let SafeVault do the thing, but I pop in every now and then, and I love to sit here at 3 a.m., 4 a.m. sometimes in this voice chat with Jen and a few other people if they're on. But actually, I didn't have no idea they. When was this recently? Let me go look at their Twitter.
Yeah, it was just announced during the YouTube live stream that Sean Vitriol has joined the dev team for SafeVault. So I don't know how you grew him away from SafeMoon, but he's a great asset.
That's awesome.
Like,
I'll
he's
be
still
honest.
going to represent SafeMoon too, but he's a contractor, so he can work for as many companies as he wants. Same way like SafeMoon Mark, he's writing multiple contracts for multiple different projects because he's a contractor, right? Like they're just being a contractor gives you space to just do multiple things. You're not tied down to one thing.
Exactly, and yep. I mean, that's the way to do it, honestly, in my opinion. You know what I mean? He's part of it.
Well, if you're trying to build an ecosystem that's going to have multiple moving pieces, and it all comes back to the same place, this is how you have to do it. You have to have contractors that can work out and lend to all these projects and tie them all into the main project, which is SafeMoon, so it all comes back upstream, right?
Exactly, and I think it's almost like a disservice for the devs that refuse to do that, like to work on anything else and fully just commit to their project. But everyone's choice is their own. But I see SafeMoon Mark as a key integral part of DeFi. Like, I don't know if you're in his Discord, the DeFi University or anything, but he is super into empowering crypto, and that's like the vibe I get from Jen. That's what the vibe I get from a lot of people that put a lot of time into this, and that's where I'm aspiring to be. You know what I mean? You know, this is like my number one passion. I crack out all day with crypto, like nothing else. It's crypto after crypto.
So this is just a fun question. Do you think we eat a zero today?
Dude, I honestly thought it was done earlier. I was actually telling my team, like, look at this pump. There's no way it's gonna keep on flying just because, you know, people like to take profits. Um, and literally that was at like 3.8 or like 4 million or something. We're sitting on like 7 million. So yeah, nah, I don't know, man. This definitely looks like we can kill some zeros. We hit it to 7. That's crazy.
I think by tomorrow we kill the zero. Tonight might be because it kind of slows down a little bit around like midnight. There's not much action, which is good. So whatever you see the price is at that time, you're probably going to wake up to something very similar until other markets in different time zones get involved, which they might be now. I don't know. You know, everything's trending, and it's going to open it up to fucking the whole world getting involved. But I think by Sunday night, for sure, we'll kill it. I imagine.
Yeah, nah, I mean the word's out, man. You can see like when you look at these charts and you see these buys, it's clearly like it's almost like wildfire. You know what I mean? This is not like everyone just randomly is like, okay, well today on a Saturday around this time, I just felt like buying it. It's either the marketing paying off, the groups of people, you know, you telling your friend and they're telling them friend, kind of like when Doge was taking off, like when you know when your mailman is like, hey, did you get in Doge? Or person at the fast food restaurant is like, hey, did you buy Doge? You know what I mean? Like everyone is telling everyone kind of thing. But you know, in the smaller tight knit, you know, the crypto space essentially. But you could see like on the 5 minute chart, just like the elevation, bro. It's crazy. So many people are just like aping into this. And you said it was Sean. What's his last name? Sorry, I was typing. I don't want to.
Sean Wittriel. He's a very prominent person in the Safe Moon space. He has Twitter Spaces, a very strong following. So he's gonna be a great asset to the Safe Vault team.
What is his his handle? His name is it SHAW or SHAU?
It's AU.
You said Vitra, is it VIT or something? Or actually, can you just put it in the chat? Just look him up that way.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'm on my Twitter feed right now. I'm trying to find his name. I'll put it in the chat.
Okay, yeah, that name definitely seems familiar. We'll bring him up now. Is now on the core dev team. Okay, so we just literally did this 3 hours ago. Is it on the pinned? And I just missed it. Oh, we don't have that pinned. Is there a mod in here that can do that? Go like and retweet this. I'll put the.
I'm a mod. What's going on?
The announcement of Sean Witriel. It's 3 hours ago.
Yeah, it's announced. It's pinned, I think.
Is it? Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's pinned.
I just posted the link in there.
Hold on. Well, if it's definitely pinned on.
Hold on.
Oh yeah, go right to their main page on Twitter, on Safe Vault's Twitter. It's right at the front with his face right on it.
Oh yeah. No, I meant in the Telegram. If you guys would pin it. No, I mean no big deal or nothing. I was just I went to go look to see if it was. The last thing was the chart. That's pretty dope though. That's super dope.
He is definitely officially announced. Let's see if I can find this chat. How did it go? There we go.
Absolutely. Hello? Hello?
It is posted. Yeah. If you go see it on my posts. Big boy Sean Witriel. Big follower.
Bro, don't get an attitude with me. Chill, bro. You are right now? Bro, the way you're talking, like I'm trying to talk, like, chill. I was in the middle of a conversation. Absolutely. Let's talk about it. I was literally in the middle of a conversation. Well, I didn't want to mess it up because you were working on it, and I didn't want to go through it until you were done. Yeah, I know, but you were working on it, so I didn't want to go through it. I'm gonna make a copy. Yeah. Yeah, but you also said you were gonna do an animation and stuff, didn't you? I don't. I remember you just saying animation, not like after. you condescending. I literally made a statement that I was just trying to call you. Meaning this time when I was calling you, I was just trying to call you and talk to you. I don't want you to think that I'm always going to try and condescend to you because I'm going to do everything in my power I'm going to do everything in my power to be a completely different person during this business venture. But I need help from you to not, on your end, to not think, to automatically think that I'm myself, just like you did, because I well, thinking about. I wasn't gonna cut you off. Hello? No. I said well, but I stopped myself because of you. I felt like you were gonna have a pause, and then you kept going. So. Hello? Okay. Oh, okay. I thought you hung over or fucking phone died. Hold on, let me hey guys, I'll be back in a little bit. I still have the live stream running and the charts up though, but I'll be back in a little bit. Are you good? Are you what we're talking about or something?
Go to the moon. Go to. Go to fucking moon.
You silly.
What?
You silly. You sound funny when you said that. Say it again. Oh shit. Oh man.
You're so funny. Did you know? Go to the moon. Go to the moon. Go to the fucking moon.
Where you from? Where you from? I'm from West
Moon.
Virginia in America.
United fucking State.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Country girl, mountain girl.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm from fucking Iran.
All right. Okay, you're wrong. All right.
Yeah.
How you doing out there with the COVID?
What?
I said, how you guys doing out there with the COVID? Are you guys on lockdown or what?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. How long you been in crypto?
10 years.
Wow, that's a long time. I've only been in it for 2 months.
2 months.
Yep. I'm new to the game, baby.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad. United States.
Mm-hmm.
I like Trump.
Crypto, your full-time job, you've been in it for 10 years. You should be retired by now, huh?
Yes. My job.
Mm-hmm.
What's your job?
My husband and I own a tech company.
Oh.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah. It's been a wild ride today, hasn't it? Looking at the charts.
Yes.
We're in a dive right now, but that's going to be some reflections.
Yeah. I'm excited about that.
Like a roller coaster. It either goes up or it goes down and you get paid.
Mm-hmm. I wonder like how can you guys hear me now? Did he get off the phone, the guy that was talking?
I heard you say you wondered about something.
Oh yeah. I was wondering how because I'm not bothered by it. It's not a big deal because I don't know exactly how everything works completely. But am I supposed to be connected to something to see my reflections? I mean, like I purchased. I hold Safe Moon as well. So I just went into yours and Safe Moon.
You'll see them pile up there, but it's on a 1 or 2 day delay.
It'll be 1 or 2 days.
So it also depends on the amount you hold. So say if you only have 50 million safe vault, and we're on a deal where it's not like this, it's not really high volume, you're not reaching that $1 million minimum that you have to get. You might not see it for a few days because there might have to be a build up. Obviously, the more vault you have, the quicker you build up your reflections. So there's so many different factors that depend on or mitigate what you're going to see and when you're going to see it. But the DApp's coming out, so when the DApp comes out, it's all going to be in the DApp. The amount we're burning, the amount you're getting every second. It's going to be like, you know how you see Safe Moon, you can just refresh it, you see it constantly. It's probably going to work much like that. You'll see it in real time and live. So that would be a good, and I think it's going to actually work with maybe other projects, but I don't know for sure. I think that's what they're trying to do. I think that would
I've been having ever since I stopped. I've been having.
Yeah, because that's what I was doing. I was refreshing it, and I was thinking like, okay, I'm not seeing it, but I was like, okay, I knew we had a 24-hour period, and holding period and all of that. So okay, it's all good. I'm chilling though. I'm here for the long haul. I'm good.
Well, a lot of people were concerned like the first couple of days, but I don't think really many people are anymore because people have seen them come in. They just didn't really understand there's a queue system, there's a delay because of the queue system, and sometimes people get bumped down because people are constantly triggering their reflections. So it's just like, it might take a few days depending on how much you have and how much the volume is, but don't be worried, it's coming.
Yeah. Well, I got in yesterday, so I'm good.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, so I got time.
Business relationship up, dude. Like we have
Thank you guys.
both of our emotions, and we need
What's
to
up, Matt?
we both need to agree that
What's going on?
Me? What's going on, my boy?
without letting
climbing.
negative emotions.
Climbing. Yes, man. I wish. So I didn't really get it enough in time to really get this bump, but what we did earlier, we were chasing some riches. I should have just put it all right in there. I put some in Safe Moon because I wanted to put more in Safe Moon. But I should have just thrown it all in the fucking vault, and then all of a sudden it goes. I'm like, shit.
Yep. Yeah, I went ahead and dumped into it. I don't know. It was about midway up the street.
I thought about cashing out some Safe Moon, but I'd feel like an ass if it went down. So.
Top-notch quality of what we need. And that's what we're doing now. And if we can get the funds, bro.
I don't recommend anybody cashing any Safe Moon. Keep your Safe Moon. Put your extra involved.
Even if we were making 50 stacks a month each, that's not a lot when you're a business owner in this industry.
Yeah, now it's gone up so much. I started pushing some into a cold wallet, and on Vault you eat just 5% on a wallet-to-wallet transfer, so it wasn't too bad. And now it's really secure.
Nicely off of 50 stacks a month.
Yep. Well worth 5%.
I mean, that's over $1 million a year. I'd be cool if I can make $1 million a year starting off.
And I'm updating the cold wallet now too, because it doesn't work on Pancake Swap. Some kind of gas fee, something, but they have a new version of the software, so I'm hoping that'll fix it.
Sorry, Matt. When you were talking, my ex-wife called. So.
I got
even people like Ryan, making 50 stacks, 100 stacks a month.
Where are we at now? We still getting those extra reflections from all these paper hands?
I'm tired of that, bro. It's our time.
Yep.
Man, I think I should try to swing it, you guys.
100%.
We just have to both.
The swing trade's not going to work out right now.
Have the strongest business relationship that we've ever had.
Yeah.
And
maybe.
Period. We have to know that.
And maybe if you'd picked the top.
If I would have done it at 114, it would have worked. But now there's no. It's bad because this is going to bring the dip buyers. I think maybe at like the 6,000 level, dip buyers are going to come back in and rip it right back.
Ooh, $21,000 sale.
What?
21,000 USD sale just went through.
There you go. Holy shit! Yeah, I saw that.
Damn. But I know we can do this, bro. I know we can do this. We don't need Max.
That's gonna rip it up or rip it down. But that's you know how many reflections are coming from that.
We have a following now.
At least at a buy and a sell. That's good. That's 20% that goes in our pockets.
Yeah, that's going to be a heck of a reflection day tomorrow. Y'all might as well get ready.
I'll take it.
We have valuable people following us,
Dang.
not invaluable people like the scholars.
That sale alone should be $4.28 per billion safe vault you hold.
$21,000 sell.
That believe in us, that have connections.
21.
Something with those connections, bro. And I know it, man. I know we can. Like, I was thinking about our first event, dude. I told you we could like do a music event. And
That's a dumb sell if you're like just cutting your losses. I mean, cutting out when your profits.
Yeah, that's
already a DX member. They get it free.
I don't know.
If they're not a DX member, you pay for the concert.
But that guy's made 3 transactions though. That
If
could be
you're a
the
DX
same.
member, any type of music event we have, your ticket's free.
He's done 2 buys and 1 sell.
Just think about that.
When did he buy it? Can you see that? I ain't looking. I think Telegram.
Someone in the pre-sale that own those.
They're paying us
Private sale.
enough money
It
for us
doesn't
to
give you
give them
any
free
information.
access to a concert.
They would have to have made a big buy that should show up, and it's not. It's only showing like a small buy. So
paying us money to be
could be a
there.
private sale.
You know what I'm saying? And
yeah, it might have been.
People also that aren't part of DX, and when they do come, they meet people who are DX. Oh, are you part of DX? No, I'm not. What the fuck is
See,
DX?
right now,
I'm
no.
DX is promoting this, but
That's
what is it?
70%. We're getting a bit of a drop.
Free to this concert. Wait, what? You know what I'm saying? A lot of shit. Bro, I've really been thinking about a lot of shit, man. Like that we can make happen and off topic promoting. And just being different, bro. That's something we're really good at is being different when we do our events. People love when we throw our events.
But you have to have this. It can't just go straight up like indefinitely, right? You have to have a bit of a fallback.
The first event, bro. Like I've been thinking about this shit
it's
too.
got
I don't know.
Buy more now.
It's gonna
That's
be
where I
like,
bought in.
fucking forget the movie, but
yeah, I'm gonna have to dump some more.
it's
here
an
shortly.
older fucking movie.
Orchid Revenge or some shit.
No. Oh, it's Life. Wasn't it Life where they were like talking
Like on
about
day
all
one,
the,
it went
the,
from
the
what
club
I
and
think
how
a dime
everything
was the
would
first
be, and
pancake
they're,
swap
really
I could get in
pushing
on,
all
and
the
then it was
time.
30, and then back down to about 11, and then it shot up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
After
think
that, like that's all they
28,
used to talk about,
and then it dropped like you said
when
about
they would go into those
11,
dreams,
12,
like,
something like
everything would
that.
be, like, fucking
And then
amazing,
it
but obviously
reversed
never
right
did.
back up.
But
Yeah, I
that's
mostly
kind of
loaded up
what
around
it
12 and
is, like,
13, so things are looking very
giving
nice.
us that hope that we've been through some shit, but like that launch party, like that is gonna show our success and how like things are going to be to come. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like our launch party needs to be just. I hate to use this word, and I'm gonna fucking hate to use
And of
this
course,
word
you're gonna
ever
have your
again,
panics on top of it whenever one person
our launch party
drops.
just needs to be epic.
So we'll have
let them panic because that's just
it's like
it's
a
good
curse
for
word
us.
to me now. Like, it doesn't mean the same to me anymore. They stole it from
This
me.
is about what $1.5 million that has gone negative. But out of that $1.5 million, 20% of it gets recirculated. Think about that. That's a lot of money recirculated amongst.
Not just an event.
They're putting themselves out of that contribution out of what 4,800 holders. You can do the math there. It's pretty easy, right?
And BSC or BS scan still shows like 3,900.
Yeah, it's gonna be big reflections. It's gonna probably be in the for some people to have bigger holdings. It's gonna be in the tens of millions of safe moves.
You know, and just tell our members like, hey, we're doing our first event is gonna be the launch event. We can still do like
Samika.
like trade event, you know, like a in-person trainings and stuff.
Sleep.
But our first big event will be our Dynasty Exchange launch event. And just do something outrageous. You know, I think that would be super cool.
No, I'm just listening to the wise men talk.
And like if we can get Brandon to get, you know, with some of his people. Imagine we did something. Imagine after a concert and we fucking had like Kanye
I can't believe that person sold
you know what I'm
at
saying?
27,000. You know, you make you think like if you got up this high, what you know it's gonna get higher.
Brandon's a smooth motherfucker, man. Maybe he goes to
they gonna look
Yeah,
back
but
and
when
be
did
like,
you buy in at the beginning?
You know, my buddies, it's gonna be.
Imagine
Probably
you,
just
you
taking a little
sold
bit
all
of
your safe
profit.
moon in the first week. That'd be
Oh,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? I saw something with Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
Him and his white business partner were doing something, and the white guy and Dre were both talking about how businesses.
Everybody here
always
buy more. That's
seem
not
to
financial
focus
advice.
on
That's just entertainment.
being black owned, you know, and
Pump
they were
it.
like, the good thing should
Cost
be half black,
average.
half white owned, so there is no segregation there. There's no separation, you know. But he can go to them and you know and say, hey, listen, this is their idea. They're just wanting to create, entrepreneurs across the world.
You see dips coming. That's
what the world's going through nowadays. You guys see where things are going.
Look at all these papers.
What would you do? What would you do? Would you be willing to?
Everyone's got to take a bit of profit they can, but the thing is, some of these guys are selling like 7 million coins. So like, I don't know what kind of profit you're taking out of that. You're taking out like
for free,
bucks.
But you know, maybe they come and they say they do it for
it is what it is.
10 grand a piece or something. You know.
Yeah.
10 grand to get Kanye, bro, and we promote it.
I'm really not liking the update I did on
promote it?
Telegram
Like,
because now I can't even switch to a chart or nothing without it dropping the call. I hate it.
Stating that Kanye West is going to be on stage. Are you kidding? Fuck, we could sell tickets for $100 just because his name's
You know,
on
there's
it.
people
And we can get
sitting
some
there waiting
random
for this, like,
people, some locals. We can get some local
start
groups, you know, some up and coming groups.
Oh yeah,
I
there's
mean,
been
I
people
don't know.
sitting there waiting for this all
I'm just
day.
excited, bro. I'm
As
excited
soon as it
to
started.
fucking make this move because
when it was too high up, it was just you're gonna cause more volatility if you don't get a little baby sell off.
like fucking
You got to
relied on
support.
Pete for how many years?
It's
You
been
know,
rough.
we relied on just other companies for how many years? Now we are going to have full say in it and not have to worry about anybody. Speaking of, did you get an update from Pete?
Oh yeah, I did talk to him. So pretty much he said he's gonna pay them out of his own pocket in the next few weeks. So I'm gonna get an exact time from him, and then
I think the
saving
saving squeeze is actually happening, man. I think what is it now? Like 25%.
I don't see why he hasn't offered that, like, you know, payments or something.
Yeah, I haven't checked lately. Last time I looked, it was like,
but
I don't know,
if he's going to
15.
pay him out of his pocket,
26%.
he's obviously making money, dude. I'm sure he's making money. He hasn't
Ooh,
just not
that's
been
good.
making money for the
I
past
like
2
Something's
years.
happening with it, man.
September's gonna be
Something's going
3
on. I haven't
years.
seen 26% in a long time.
So it's not like he hasn't been making money.
I
for 3
figured it was
years,
going
and
to be,
for him
like
to
you
not be
said,
able to
when
pay back
the
40
real wallet
grand,
comes out, but
bro,
who
come on,
knows?
he's making a good
I think
6
this. I
figures
think
a
this is
year.
either it has started or this is just
It's not
hype,
like all of his
and people
funds
don't
ever
really know
since
that
then
it was
have
just a
been
beta wallet,
frozen.
not the
So
whole thing. So people
there's no
just like
reason he can't pay
excited,
them
like,
back,
oh,
even if
I
it
gotta
comes out
get
of
my
his
money
own.
in
He
there
should come
quick.
out of his own money, like.
Yeah.
We'll be able to
Like,
tell.
why
If this
don't you
doesn't
do
go
it?
past like 50, this is
Put him
not
in
the
that
squeeze.
situation.
This is just
Yeah.
one will buy. Once it starts dropping from here,
I mean,
Oh yeah.
I agree.
So he said,
it's
I mean,
hype buyers.
it's a place
That's
to
the thing
make
with the
money.
new crypto market is
Yeah,
like
I
that.
agree.
They're
You
very.
know what I'm saying? So
It's emotional selling and buying and like, oh, I saw YouTube.
so he said in the
Those
next
are
couple weeks-
valid things. Like the new, it's the new breed of investing. Like you
He's
kind of
only-
need those things to
he-
get
they
some
had a-
stuff moving.
So he told me
But
they had to
it
pay
does
like,
it does
they
sway
had to
like
get
the
200
prices
grand or
and
something.
percentages.
and
Like
going for
it's
seasons
such like
to buy
high
for our
amounts.
project or
Insane.
whatever, which is it's like guaranteed to go through since they paid them or whatever. I was
Yep.
like, okay, yeah, whatever.
It's like that thing you saw earlier. What was it like? Fuck,
But I
like
told them like
600%
regardless,
almost
this is
within like
separate
what,
from
an
that.
hour.
So we, you know, worst case
Oh,
scenario,
yeah, it
we
was
need to
crazy.
start contemplating doing payments or something like that. You know, if something doesn't happen in a few weeks, so I'm gonna talk to them again and kind of drill that home. That like even if something doesn't happen, then you know we need to start paying people. You know, like even if it's like how Joe's paying me.
Yeah, I
When
mean,
this buyback burn
a
function
grand or
happens,
two a
man, it's
month
gonna just rocket
or something, you know?
I'm hoping it happens
I mean-
sometime soon. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, he can't base paying them back off of a deal that he's working on. Like that shouldn't be how it works. So yeah, I agree. So all right, well, I mean, I guess we'll
Hey, let's make sure we're muting mics if
approach
you're
him
not
again in another
actively
week, like 2
speaking.
weeks or something. I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, see, I mean, I definitely like obviously want my client to get his money back. So I'll be on top of it. I want
Hey,
Ruby
Steven,
to as well.
you're hot micing.
Just saying, I'll make sure that I talk to
Yeah,
him.
I went ahead and muted him. I'll message him and let him know. I can
So,
open him up
all
when
right,
he's ready
so
to
I'm
talk.
on the presentation.
There we go.
So, let's see if I can copy this. I know I can copy. Hold on. This is
Ask her what she wants.
Hey, what's up? How we doing?
Copy. Okay, so I copied it.
What's up, buddy?
What? What do you mean you couldn't save?
Well, we got a little,
Are you in it
little
right now?
dipski
It's
here,
saying
I
it
see,
can't
huh?
save.
Oh,
Yeah, don't worry,
guys.
guys.
Give me a second.
That's a new entry point for the next set of investors. So
Well,
these guys
mine
have
was
pulled
already
some money.
saved, so
Yeah, they've
actually, let
pulled
me
some
get out of
money
it.
and they're going to
It's really
rehedge
working
and
now.
realign. So they're
That's what we
repositioning
were all
themselves.
talking about. Is like the dips are healthy. You kind of want that to happen. Plus, you know, people dip pump, right? They wait for it to get in there. So
Yeah. There's many waiting on that, and some of them work in tandem. So sometimes one guy will come in, make a decent investment, and right behind it, they wait on the dip and pull, and then they'll have a established investment that gains them more money. It's actually a good thing. It means they're trading the coin.
Yeah.
Yeah, trading's what we want. I mean, we're burning.
Live stream. I'm over
and elections. You know, it's awesome.
Yeah. It can look drastic if you're not necessarily prepared for it, but all things that go up, you almost need it to be traded. It's what makes the volume. It makes our volume on both sides, and those sales are really where we get the big benefit of reflection. So just always remember, like, the bigger sale is the best one for us.
We were able to have a very productive conversation, kind of like what we've been having. You know what I'm saying? Like I was
thinking about trying to time like a swing, but I think it's impossible with this coin. Me and Matt were talking about that last night, because that's what I'll do with a lot of stuff. I'll try to swing trade it, just to get extra profit out of it. But this is like almost impossible to time a swing. You can't do it.
I'm so used to you doing
within
this,
a good reason. You know,
I'm gonna do my best to not. I'm gonna give you that other chance, second chance, to where it's like, I'm not gonna.
Not yet. It won't work yet, I don't think, the swing, but it will potentially in the future.
Yeah, if we went up like 200% real quick, you're gonna have a downside eventually, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but I know it's not her. I know.
As we saw, we went up 115.
I've seen her fucking brain scan, bro, and her sister, who just recently came over, is like a science teacher, and she studies the brain and shit, and she never saw it before. And she literally started crying and saying, if you were born like this,
who's all in here? What's everybody doing?
Like living.
Hi, everyone.
Watching the
You know what I mean? Like,
charts
she practically could be
and listening.
mentally, retarded.
Just watching the chart, waiting for my daughter to show up.
So you know what I mean? Like, I always take that into consideration.
Yes, you've been
just like, regardless if it's
All I was thinking, Ray, when I refreshed it and looked at it just like 10 minutes ago, I was like, all right, this is where I bought in, and I'm liking it because I'm getting all the reflection back. So, hell yeah, let it happen.
You get it. Yeah, it's what the coin's built to do.
Oh, yeah.
Some guys have waited to see the amount of profit that's, because when you're pulling at this degree, you're pulling with the 30% tax on it. So they just have to ensure that they've obviously recouped their 30% on their investment side in profit, and then they can make moves like that. And we can either play nice, or we can eat the dip and make it harder for them to get in. Right now, we won't.
And if he's, sorry, Jen, I thought you were.
No, go ahead. No, you're fine. Go ahead, Jay.
I was saying that I think more people joined, so I said before, like, we got a bit over 7 million, like 200 market cap, and now we're down to 5 million and a half. But the thing is, 20% of that is going to get fed right back into all of us, right? So it's like, that's the beauty of it. Like, you had that much of a sell-off, but the thing is, we're going to make so much out of it at the same time.
Maybe there's a way that you guys can get together.
So we designed it, so win-win.
Win-win-win.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's hard because, like, not everybody's used to a token that doesn't have this extreme issue with being worried that it's tumbling. It doesn't do that. So just always keep that in mind, that this is actually much more of a strategic play on the investor side than it would be anything to be concerned about.
Trigger you to say, okay, I'm doing something wrong. I need to step out of that darkness. I need to grab the rope that Caesar is feeding me and step out of the darkness. Because I honestly think that's the only way that she's going to be able to stop herself from staying in that mental state all the time. You know what I'm saying? And she's got a bro, she's got
I hear my phone. I bet you guys can hear my phone. It literally won't stop. It's gonna blow up.
Vibrating? Yeah.
Oh my god, it's literally gonna blow up. I'm not even kidding. It's just gonna blow up.
Have you guys been getting any feedback from the AMA today? Like, good or bad? Is there anything that, information that's coming in from that, or no?
Yeah, I've gotten a lot of really good feedback from it.
So there's been a lot
People
of
want to
positives,
know
but her
more
traveling,
about
like, it
DeFi.
really,
They
really
want to know
triggered
more
something
about this
something
ability
that
to do
recently came up,
compounding.
because she's
I
had to
think they
pack so
just
many
are
times running
hesitant
away from this guy, or
of
like he's gonna kill her
being
and
looked
Caden.
at in a
So she
poor
actually
light
didn't even
by their
realize that that was
SafeMoon
the trigger
counterpart, and
until
it's
the
just
therapist
unfortunate.
told her, like, well, you know, did you ever have an issue?
As you know, my position on that, I would just argue that there
Exactly.
really is no reason to be
Exactly.
upset
Her
or
flight or
competitive or
flight
concerned that the
fucking
product that
mode.
we're rolling out does anything
Like,
other than
it's
enhance the original
instincts. You know
asset.
what I
I
mean?
think it
Like,
will take
the
time
body
to
is
learn,
fucking crazy. Like,
but that's
you know what I
part
mean?
of
Like,
the
that's why
feedback
when
that I'm
I
getting,
take it
which
into
is just like,
consideration,
let's
it's
learn
like,
more,
it's not
let's be more
her.
comfortable with
You know what I
it.
mean? It's
I
her.
think
It's
kind of
coming from
sometimes a new
coming from her
investor's
mouth, but it's not
mentality.
her.
They get attached to
You
one
know what I'm saying?
project and they kind of
But
really
still, on
overinvest themselves into it
on
instead of seeing
exactly,
the whole
and
ecosystem, which
I
is
told her that
it's kind of weird that you'd be
that's
a
the way that
SafeMoon
I
maxi when
approach it, and
SafeMoon's
that's the
trying to
way
build
that
the
I can.
ecosystem. You know, like
I
it's
wouldn't
kind of
say deal
actually
with it, because
anti-SafeMoon at the
I
same
want it to
time
get
as it
better,
is pro-SafeMoon. So
but it
it's
doesn't
a weird little
affect
conundrum
any
that
less
they've created for themselves.
how I take it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, I will understand it's coming from a bad place. Exactly.
No doubt about it, you're going to get affected. Whether you know what it's from or not, you're still going to get affected.
Exactly, and that's what we came to an understanding. So it's fucking, it's good. I mean, just like I said, it's pretty crazy, honestly, that me and you recently were able to.
Do you
get to the
guys
point
have
where we
like
can
marketing and stuff like that that's
communicate like
happening in
we're doing
other
her as well.
places in the world,
you
like in
two
like
are
Asia
literally
and stuff,
the two most people that I fucking talk
Europe,
to.
or
And,
those
you
things
know
are
what
all
I mean?
stuff
Me
that's
and
in
you have had
the
issues,
works?
me and her have had issues, and it's
Yeah,
just like
so
that's fucking crazy. That
Blockcast,
literally
which is
within
the big
like
Asian
what we just had
blockchain association, is
a
taking
really good
care
talk
of a good
about
chunk of
this
the press on
what, like 2 weeks ago or something
over
like that, to
in
where
the
we came to terms, and
Pacific
then now this talk,
Asian
you know?
communities.
It's pretty fucking
And then
crazy. And with
yeah,
both
like
of
different
you,
people have reached out
like
from
both
the
of you fucking
Mid
call me,
East.
like, act like I'm
We've done
perfect and
that, but
stuff.
furthermore, it's
And
been
I
out to a
want,
major
you know, I told her too,
publication.
like,
I
I
don't
know
know
I'm fucking
exactly,
perfect,
guys
and
know
I can
better
admit
than
when I
me.
fuck up, and I'm
I
not,
could
you
pull
know,
it
I
up,
do things sometimes,
but
like,
we had
that
a
I
big
don't
press
mean.
release that went
Just
out
like anyone, I'm
yesterday. Am
human
I right,
being, but
guys?
like it's really my reaction onto how
Yeah, I
I'm
think
treated.
Mike mentioned that on
You
the
know what I
AMA
mean? Like, I
earlier,
feel like
right?
I can take some, but then once I get pissed off, it's fuck. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, a
I'm
big
nice,
press
then I'm
release
like,
went out at
okay,
almost, like, I want to
stop
say
it,
just
and I'm
under
like, all right, stop it.
600
And then once that's done,
international
I'm like,
press
fuck you.
rooms
You know what I
took
mean?
it
Like that's
and
that's
picked it
who I
up. So
am.
we're
Like
just,
I give
you know,
people
just
those
time.
chances, and when I get to that, then
But
I
yes,
say
we are.
nice.
We're
So
making
it's
sure
not, you know
that
what I
we
mean? It's
market
just not
across
good
all
for
avenues because
Reddit.
it's a global
You know what I'm
product.
saying?
It's exactly why
Awesome.
we just need to understand that we just need to communicate everything. If something doesn't sit right, we just communicate about it. We nip it in the bud. We move forward, and we don't.
Looks like we're stabilizing here a little bit on the price. That's great.
Yeah, and the start of the drop, if you sold at the top,
Yeah,
you
that's,
still
I
wouldn't
mean,
have
that's
made
the
in
next
to be able to
step,
get
you know?
back in at 30%. It still
Yeah,
hasn't
you
got.
need it to get to 41. Yeah.
I think 48.75 was that it? I think that's
Yeah.
the number.
Yeah, you're right on. Yep.
Yeah, no, we were walking a lot. Not recently, but we were.
So Jason, I'm glad
so
we
that
didn't do
aside, because
anything.
we have less
Did
than 3
not
hours to
swing
this
trade.
meeting.
Because I actually thought it was going to go
So
higher.
the PAM
too,
account
so
is not in.
I wasn't going
the
to
page is
attempt
not
it
on either
unless it
one.
got to like 200%.
I wonder why
That's
that
it. I'm not
is.
saying anyone should follow
Like,
my
it has to be
method.
redone,
I'm willing to risk my own money. Don't listen to me. I'm not trying to advise anyone. But I was going to try to do it there, but
I'm looking at it.
it's
Oh, wait, no,
impossible
I'm
all the
not.
time, especially with this point.
All your designs, and it was copy.
It's the copy one.
And it's on yours. Should be on yours. Okay, yeah, it is on yours. So I have to copy this one and that one. So
These cells aren't even that. Like, if you look at it on a 1 hour, this is nothing.
okay, hold on.
I thought it was just one page.
So this is the C's one. So
Oh yeah,
is not there.
1
What
hour
is the one
chart.
that I
It's
created on
hardly
this
even.
It's when you're looking in at it at like a 1 minute, 5 minute kind of thing. It can be a little bit daunting, but the truth is when you kind of zoom it out and look at it over the 1 hour, it's like minimal. I think it's 18% they pulled. It's not much.
So I'm gonna duplicate. What?
Is that you can't. I couldn't find. Maybe you can. I couldn't.
Yeah, but if we find a new level of support at the 55, or even in the 5,000
I'd like to see
range, that's great, right?
Yeah, exactly. I'm actually hoping to see that happen right now, potentially. We'll see what happens here.
It looks like we're not breaking below this. this. Like people are still selling, and it's still staying pretty stably here. So it's
yeah.
there's
There's
out
a
a
few
bit.
features, but it's fairly just like
But I mean, for
easy.
fleet guys, it's not a big deal.
Yeah, the smaller cells. Yeah.
That's one thing I don't like.
Yeah, we're starting to get some small buys starting to rack up. You know, it's getting a little bit better.
This, if you were scouting a dip, this is probably the perfect opportunity. Now, looking at it, you see all these buys going in, and that's going to trigger the people who don't want to have it go up buy in at this point, I think. And it's just going to keep shooting up.
Yeah, and the regrets going to start setting in for the ones that tried it, and it's going to get bad.
Input that presentation to Google Slides or something.
I was reading that wrong. I thought someone just bought 5 billion volt. I saw that wrong.
Go grab my computer.
All right, you're not in it now, right?
I'm not in. No, I got out of it. But
Okay.
I'm gonna grab my computer and go in the other room.
Oh shit.
So give me a second, bro. Let me. I gotta see. My mom called in. My sister tried to tell me something. Hold on. What did mom want me to call?
I'm trying to get our dev to do kind of the same thing we did last night, guys.
That'd be sweet. Love it.
What was happening last night? Did he trigger the buyback burn function? Can someone manually do that, or is it always automated?
Because we have it at 9.
Well, the owner of a contract that hasn't been fully
renounced.
Renounced or locked. Yeah, they can do different things to the functions of the contract. So it's possible if you're the owner of the contract to do those things. Sure.
So do we? Because I know you said you were going to look into it. I don't know. I know you're busy, Jen. So maybe you forgot. Remember that 30,000 buy burn to the Safe Moon wallet? Was that the burn buyback function, or was that a whale just?
Oh, no, that was the buyback burn function. But what happened is that, you know, as far as that goes, there was a ton of BNB being stored in that because it wasn't happening as much. He had it set at once per 3 hours. He changed it, so now it's once per hour. So now it shouldn't be storing that much, just not using it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I think
with this kind of price action, though, I think it'd probably be built up pretty high, and it'd probably be a massive amount of burn that would happen at once.
Now, so what I believe then is the buyback comes every hour now. Is that correct?
Do we have that color?
We've dropped it down to.
Correct.
So, after the hour, the sell.
I actually kind of like the teal more on the ones that are
or whatever it is. But so shortly we should have some of that buyback
shows through the photo. I think it looks better than the green.
With this volume, I think it's gonna bring it up pretty high, though.
Yeah, here I'll send you a screenshot.
It's at least going to stabilize, the new floor, essentially, which is great. So yeah, be on the lookout for that.
All right, so I just saved it. So all I did was you already took the one that I did, put it to the front, and then the PAM is there, and then I added.
Can you guys talk about any of the specifics of the DAP at all, or is it kind of just you're leaving it to whatever information you've already released?
With the Auto Trader, should I put some information about it?
Yeah, so those two guys know a little bit better than I.
We didn't really have anything.
Yeah, sorry.
No, because we know what they are.
So like 13
so on Auto
different
Trader, for
features
instance,
on
you did
it. We're trying to highlight like what the vault token does, and then potentially what it does to the token that's wrapped with it with SafeMoon. And just making sure like all the trigger and the elements are able to be done. It's slightly complicated because they have to be able to access the functions of the code on 2 different contracts. So it's just taking a little time to be able to do all of that. But like in regards to completion right now, it is designed. The web designer has designed it. It's able to be attached to the website. BSC is able to be utilized to pull all the API and information from it.
So
wallets are able to be attached, so you're able to connect direct to your wallet, so you don't have to punch contract addresses in. It's able to read what's in your wallet directly.
Or just look at your.
So you're going to be able to track reflections from multiple coins, I'm going to imagine, right? Or am I wrong?
Well, the ones that we're doing. The ones we're doing, for sure.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, and then maybe further down the road, we can look into doing more and more with it because once it's built, there'll be many things that you can expand to do. But this one coming out right now will be, I would imagine, like the best one that's ever come to market to do what it's doing. It's just basically two teams are working tandemly to complete it. So meeting the two teams because they're international together has been rather difficult. But furthermore, it's just making sure that the contract functions can be properly connected. It just takes a little bit of time.
But I have it in the background,
but
so
it's
I'm not
like
interacting.
I would say it's more complete than it isn't.
SafeVault was going on, so that's
I was actually
another way I
to
was
have it
thinking
this
of
weekend, but we
doing,
wanted to add more features, so we've
You
asked.
guys were hoping to have this weekend. You guys are obviously very close to having it being released.
Yeah. We actually went back to the team, and one of the guys here on the crew was just like, let's see if we can build this and expand that and make it better. And we requested that from the dev team that was building it out for us.
They can't
and
hear
it looks
me.
like they're
They
able
can
to
hear. So
comply.
how I have
So
it
we
set
just
up right now when I walk
tacked
away
on a
and shit
couple days
is
to it,
just
but
to where
really
they can see
there's no
the
major
chart
hiccup
and
in
hear
it.
the
It's
voice
just
chat.
that we've
So,
kind
like,
of
other people are
expanded it and made it
talking and
better
they're getting,
once
you
we
know what I
saw
mean?
the
Like, I don't even have
original
to be here. I can literally walk away
template for it.
Well,
cool.
because I had the Canva. I forgot to move the Canva to my other screen. Yeah, so they saw the presentation where it says auto trader.
I do have
mean,
a
like I said, there was
question
like one
really
person
quick.
on. So.
Since I just bought in today,
exactly.
and I
But I
know
was
there's
still
a
just like, shit,
24-hour
imagine if I
waiting
did that,
period
like,
until I see the reflection, am I gonna get a lot of the reflection that's going on right now, or is it after that 24-hour waiting
Did you want it
period?
like that?
Second you buy it.
That much?
The second I buy in? Okay.
Yeah, I think that's
estimated.
your reflection starts to accumulate from the time of purchase.
Okay. All right. Awesome.
So within 24 hours, you could see them. If they trigger, the queue system is kind of delayed sometimes, so you might not see them right away depending on multiple factors. That's all pinned. All the information is there. You can access all that. But yeah, you should start getting them. I mean, they should start accumulating it.
Woo.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. No, I took 4 B&B products.
Thank you.
So I put in 1, and I could have withdrew 17.
Yeah, that's the good thing about it. Even if you buy on the high end or the high end of a correction, whatever, everything that it drops after you buy, you're going to gain all the reflections of it. There's no waiting. It's going to be on the chain, and as soon as you get your 24-hour time done, as soon as you hit your minimum, of 1 million, you're going to get it, and it's going to be massive today, I think.
I know that's good. I just wanted to make sure with that because I'm still like within like where I bought in right now. So and now it's starting to rise up again. So it's good.
Yeah, I just seen a 6 B&B buy just a second ago. So
yep, I just seen that. That's golden. And there's an 8.7 B&B.
Yeah.
Looking good so far.
Papa made a comment just now. He doesn't talk much. Interesting.
Oh, really?
Not about us. He's just commenting about the other partner project that's going through, which is also called SafeX. I don't know if you guys know that, but yeah, my boy Dan DeBeck is working hand in hand with SafeMoon to assist in what they're doing.
Is that the guy that was talking earlier?
No. Dan DeBeck owns SafeX. He owns SafeX Exchange, Excalibur Exchange. He owns Decentralized Land. He owns 2 islands that are fully decentralized in the world. When John McAfee was murdered, he was handed the title of the next person in line. So he's a leader in Satoshi Bless. He's a leader in the teachings of Satoshi, and he is a friend of the mission of cryptocurrency. Papa and him are very close. 2 weeks after Miami, he spent 2 weeks with Dan in Decentraland with his wife. So they have been working hand in hand to build out what's actually happening. But Dan is also the angel investor that shot this through the roof on the 1st of May. He put millions and millions of his own dollars into this.
Dan who?
DeBeck. I would offer.
He's a British guy, right?
No, he's actually from Croatia and or Poland, but he owns an entire country between the two. He purchased it. He also purchased Listoia, which is that landlocked land in South Africa, and a big proponent of being able to get some of this accessibility into Africa. I highly recommend if you ever hit him up on Twitter. He usually has a pinned tweet at the top of his Twitter. It's with a Lamborghini, but it's in fact him the few days after McAfee was murdered. speaking about what his mission is and how he hopes to accomplish it and how DeFi will lead the way. But he's really all there is left for people to go to in regards to like mentorship for decentralization. He understands security better than most. He understands freedom better than most. He understands the value of our data and why our governments will now control us with that rather than fiat. So he tries to teach from like a really like conceptualized place. He spent a year of his life last year living on a air mattress in a, you know, like can you picture driving with your Lamborghini to a industrial building where you sleep on an air mattress with a crew of guys building out a mining system that produces SFX for their holders in a way that as the marketplace opens up to the world, will create a lot more wealth because he has a marketplace like Amazon where you can only use his one tender to purchase things. And right now the things that he has are rather unique. So he's just a very interesting person, but it's nice to see that today Papa was inside of his personal chats telling people like to respect Dan and that Dan is more than that. He's a friend. And then he showed that he's also an owl. So now everybody's asking what's the owl again. But they're just the investors.
Do you think that's what I guess Amazon cryptocurrency so that you have to buy all of the products on Amazon through their cryptocurrency? Is that what you think they're trying to accomplish?
I think he would like to accomplish that. Do I think that Bezos would be able to do it? I'm not sure. He might be able to smartly do it with like a swap system. I know he's trying very hard to build something. I don't know what he's going to build, but he knows that he's going to have to take cryptocurrency as payment. And if he doesn't figure it out quick enough, he's going to have to then utilize the PayPal mafia. So, because that'll be the subsidy, like the third party that's willing to hedge the payment, because you're going to need someone to basically loan the payment and then replace the payment the way Visa or MasterCards work right now. So we'll see. I don't know. I know that everybody's fighting to be able to do things on their own.
Yeah.
It's all interesting, Jay. Like I watch it just like everybody else. I would argue that he thought he had a handle on the ability to get those low satellites, the low orbit satellites up and running, that then would allow him access to a better 5G network. But he did not win that fight. Tesla and Nexus won that fight. So Starlink and Nexus have access to the closest ones to our atmosphere, which will render them the better ability to transit data. He didn't win the argument. So I noticed that when he lost the argument, not far after he stepped down as CEO of Amazon. So I don't know what his long-term plans are.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think that has something to do with the mesh network and the owl.
Yeah, well, I think the owls can mean a lot of things. Yeah, and I think the owls, like, it's like everything else. I think they become like a life of themselves. You know, like there's just so many contexts for what the owl could be. I don't know if any of us will ever fully understand what they are, because I think unless you were part of like that very first conversation as to what that is and what the reference is, you might not, you know, like it's just taken on a life of its own at this point. Because really almost all the speculation makes sense, right? Like all the stuff that I've seen from Safe Moon Army, like literally it could be any of it.
My assumption was because the owl could turn its head like almost on a 360.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's like the IoT and then the mesh network and all these things that work. And like, it's like this whole concept rather than just like this one way of thinking. So that's why I think it all kind of ties in together. It's all basically the same thing. It's all the owl, you know, all these different projects, all these ideas that are, you know, they're trying to bring into the DeFi space. I think it's all of it. It's not just, it's not like owls one project. I think it's all the projects together. I don't know. I don't have no idea what I'm talking about though, so I'm probably wrong.
No, but you see, like that's what the owl is like, and you can put through a whole story, and that's how it makes clarity and sense to yourself. I'm the same way. Like I could talk for 5 minutes about what I think, but I can promise you the majority of it sounds just like yourself. It's, you know, like it's interesting. I like that it was a way for them all to communicate amongst each other. I like that the community turned it into like, it's literally been put on steroids, and look at all of the many memes and art and graphics that were created for the owl. Just like the wizard in a sense. It's cool. It's super cool. Papa used to be the Emperor of Mars. Now he's the Wizard of Satan.
Emperor of Mars? I never heard that.
Yeah, he used to call himself that.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, super excited. Like, did you see the chart? Someone just sold one again. I'm just watching.
Is it going up or is it going down?
It was we had 3 Russian candles, and then someone just sold. I'm watching on a 3-minute chart, so I'm just watching to see.
Hey, but a green candle's forming, so that's a good sign. That's a good sign. That means there's more buying pressure, enough buying pressure to start to get it going upwards, right? So.
Yeah. The one sell was actually just a tiny little BNB that they sold. No biggie.
Yeah. I know you probably have access to this information, so maybe asking this question is probably even dumb anyways. But do you think like because I know Horde, and obviously Papa worked for Horde before, are they bringing a lot of the stuff that Horde was doing for their planned wallet that never actually happened into SafeMoon project? Do you think it's going to be something similar, or do you think it'd be something different, or do you not want to answer that question?
I don't know. No. You know, I'm still like you guys, like speculatory. I have like research skills that might be a little bit better because I've been doing that as a career. But Horde, it's incredibly hard to get information on. It's incredibly hard to even see their white paper or any information related to what they were building.
So yeah,
but I can tell you that Thomas worked for them for years.
Yeah, he was their. What's the weird thing is he became their what do you call it, CFO after they kind of shut down, which is kind of strange, isn't it?
Which makes you wonder if he's the chief financial officer of the company that's no longer there. Is it his
which
company?
got absolved by John Crony and now is SafeMoon, which doeses make sense if BB Palm was also bought by them.
Right?
Like, I think he acquired everything to build it, so he didn't have to do it from the ground up because that would have been a lot more work than acquiring all the products and then just kind of
we can say
renaming them, rebranding them, and then
what
was the word? I can't even think of the word now. Like, stupid but yeah, just changing it in its direction. You know what I mean? Like that's what it looks like he's done in a genius fashion, by the way.
Yeah, I would agree.
Fourth quarter. And start expanding into
even like the whole what is that game they're making, the safe because like Minecraft. Yeah, he was the CEO of a gaming company like that. And obviously they're doing that, like all of the things he's doing, it all ties into like a plan that happened way before the inception of, or at least we understand what the inception of SafeMoon was. I think it was all wrought way before. But.
Yeah, like that's the hope, right? Typically anybody who works in like as an independent contractor, regardless of what you do in your career. So speaking in regards to Tom, he happens to be in tech build out. He specializes in geonomics, which, you know, is expansive. It goes from like ground all the way to space. He's a scientist, like company base. All of what he builds is to make a better world, and he's had exposure to huge teams of wealth of knowledge people. So like over his career, my assumption would be it's similar to myself, where you keep like a minimal Rolodex of things that you always think to yourself, like, shit, if I get a chance to bring these 2 people together or these 2 things together, like it would be mind-blowing. So I always just apply that to any other like genius situation that you see, and I would argue that you have that in SafeMoon.
I mean, we could have.
They brought Tom on for a reason. Yeah, I would say they like totally brought Tom on for a reason. They know that he has an expansive Rolodex and he's very well respected amongst the community, which has allotted them the benefit of his life's experience, right? So everything Tom's benefited and done will now come with him here. I would argue that Horde is one of the big ones because of it being such a secure wallet that was already developed. Things like that take a really long time to build, like a year or more. Because he had access to one that was further along, it's certainly made things quicker.
Yeah. So
that's
I've
the
thing.
thing, like I've posted it. Have you guys been able to access and look at it? Like,
but now
it's for our company.
I got into it, played around with it a little bit, then I shut down. So I'm just gonna wait another couple more hours and see if they could get the network fully stabilized.
You got actual access to the wallet? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. I have it
oh
too.
shit!
That's why I'm bringing it up. Yeah.
If we're gonna put,
I tried and it crashed instantly. I was literally clicked the button the second like the one was going away, and I'm like, it just crashed. So I didn't try again because I'm like, I'm not gonna be able to.
I've been recommended that you can turn off your airport or airplane mode, or turn it on, I guess, and then utilize the Wi-Fi that way. It seems to be working better like that. I don't know, but most people are still crashing midway through.
I know, I'm just joking.
So is it Is it okay? Say if you back out of the web page, then does it allow you to bring somebody else into the wallet to look at it, or is it just 10,000 people have it? Like I don't understand how it works.
I think it was just downloads. That's it. So
Is it down? Oh, so you download an
10,000
actual? Okay.
yeah links, and that was it.
I
So
wasn't
some
sure if they
people
were just
were
like
like
showing it through
doing like 10 downloads at once. They had like 3-4 phones. Like we were looking at pictures and people were even talking in chat saying that they had like 4 phones lined up trying to download it all. So, you know, there's going to be a lot of people getting like 3 links when they shouldn't have. I don't know how that's going to work. If they could reproduce, like send it out to somebody else or something. Because that one person might have 3 or 4.
Where's Josh? I was gonna say hi to Josh. I saw his name in there, but then he disappeared.
Yeah, so now they're making a statement right now that the open beta does not include any features on the app.
So what does that mean?
That's a statement coming out from Hank. It'll drop now. He says it's open beta. It will not include any features on the app. It will allow for people to lose their assets. So because of that, for safety of our members, we did the beta running only on the ID 97, which is actually the BSC testnet. So members who are not approved for the closed beta would not be able to use or test any of the new features.
Oh.
Yeah, Thomas is just going to retweet that. Okay, so Tom's just tweeting it now that the open beta does not include any actual features on the app. What a fucking waste.
I think what they're doing is amazing, and I'm as everyone knows, anyone's who heard me speak, I've only gotten into this recently, like maybe within the last 6 months, and I kind of got lucky that I invested in the Safe Moon. It was just like dumb luck. I had no idea what was really going on, what the potential was until I saw what they were doing afterwards. But I think everything that they're doing is like, it's like they're literally, and I know everybody says this, and it's kind of like become a catchphrase, but I think they're really the future of DeFi. And they're approaching it, like they're trying to take on every aspect of crypto space, not just, just a wallet or just an exchange or just a blockchain or now they're bridges, and they're creating like this thing that's going to be a monster, like gaming, like blockchain gaming. Like I don't even think anyone would have thought about that until they've done it, unless somebody else already has. I don't really know, but what they're doing is insane, and it has like so much endless potential. It's great.
Yeah. They're certainly trying to create a new path for people. I would argue that the idea for SafeMoon came about after spending 6 months watching high yield farming and staking, and the consequences of getting involved in that, and how you can lose your money and your shirt overnight. It's beneficial for some, but total counter beneficial for many. So this was the solution to something like that. Furthermore, you have other products that require staking, which doesn't allow you necessarily access to your original capital. And depending on what's happening for you in the day and life of you, wherever you are in the world, there's many days where you need access to that little bit of like savings. And Thomas has created something that not only allows you access to your original capital, but allows you to appreciate on your capital, even at a small amount. That small appreciation is more than enough in many places in the world to make large changes for you in your life.
Yeah.
Without having to push together like you are waiting on an epoch system. So yeah, it's really, really, really cool.
Do you I don't know if anybody wants to talk about anything else. I'm just trying to ask questions and or say things that I think are maybe cool. But do you have any idea or any thoughts about what potentially Project Phoenix is?
Well,
like on an unconventional capacity, like just like if you were brainstorming and if you had something that.
So if it was me and I was looking into it and trying to read through the lines of what that is, I would argue that a phoenix on anything to do with finance, I would argue you should look back into Financial Times magazines that are very popular. And you should look at the front cover of one from the late 80s. It was famous. And I suspect this has more to do with that than anything else. Let me see if I can pull it for you and then I'll post it. Let me see.
Yes, do it. Yeah. Times Magazine, Phoenix.
But it's quite old, so it's from the 80s. I just have to see.
Looks like it's The Economist from 1988.
You got it. There you go. Right.
The Economist from 1988. Is that's the magazine?
And then if you take a peek at the imagery on the front of that and what it's depicting.
I'm gonna drop a link into the Telegram here.
Yeah, go for it. So it's a prediction from, you know, all those years back. You're basically 30 years back, and I would apply it across the board to cryptocurrency. But if you're able to take a really good look at what is in that art and what they're able to showcase in that art, and potentially that you can now see that the X is in there, and potentially Bitcoin as well has been shown there. It's certainly a phoenix, and it's rising from a burn of money.
Don't let any conspiracy theorists read that, because they're going to see, get ready for a world currency. They're going to get scared.
Yeah. So that's been out for a really long time. But it automatically, when you talk about cryptocurrency, just in our circles, when you talk about a phoenix and cryptocurrency and the redo of the financial institutions, this always correlates to it. Now, I would argue that they changed the spelling on phoenix. I don't know why. If you're like, I don't know why. My NDA would never have covered that anyway, so I have no idea why it's spelled PHE instead of PHO.
Someone had the theory that it was fee on nix, because you're nixing something. So it was a way of getting rid of gas fees and all that kind of stuff. Like that would make sense when you're considering like bridges, and you could pay, you know, fees in SafeMoon instead of paying gas fees in Ethereum or these other different blockchains. So the fee nix, you're nixing a fee. That was just a weird theory that I thought kind of could tie in. But.
Right. Well, I only know one because I work in private and public blockchain development. I only know of one that would apply, and many, I don't know if they're aware, but Phoenix Global is PHE or PHOEN. They do blockchain enabling work. So I don't know if that ever had anything to do with it. I don't look too deep into things, obviously, because just speculation can get completely out of hand. But I'm interested. Like I'm interested to talk about it and hear what everybody thinks. I just don't know myself personally enough to go down the rabbit hole too much to get everybody, you know, hyped up or excited or worried about anything. I don't have enough information.
Jen doesn't have enough information. That's a shocker.
I know. I haven't been asking enough questions. It's not that. I should say it's not that. I don't personally like to get myself in a position of a conflict where I know too much, and it could potentially affect where I sit or my positioning in an investment. It's not fair. I'm happy in the position I hold in SafeMoon. I'm positive whatever they're developing is going to be mind-blowing.
Do you think there's a possibility of building a second coin? Do you think Phoenix has anything to that? And it's, I'm sorry, and I know these questions could I shouldn't be even asking these questions. I thought it was, so that's the only reason I'm just putting it out there as maybe an idea, because I'm probably completely wrong.
No, but you're okay. I would just say to you, they already have a secondary coin, right? They have PSFM, right? And they're going to have many other coins related like that. Do you need another coin? I've never seen a blockchain that also has an exchange that doesn't utilize one for gas and one as a native. So it's certainly
and I remember. Sorry.
No, you're okay. No, go ahead. Just talk away.
I remember John Caroni saying SafeMoon will be the fuel. So I theorized that Phoenix would be the second coin that they come up with that's built off maybe the SafeMoon blockchain. Because he did say it would be fuel. So I'm like, there has to be another coin they're working on, or what he said doesn't even make sense. Or it could have to do with like just the bridges. That could just be that too. So it could be either or, I guess, maybe, right?
Yeah, exactly. Which is why I don't put too much time into it.
That makes some sense to me, because I just can't see the word SafeMoon being used for some kind of global currency. It just seems too odd. But Phoenix coin, maybe a little better.
Yeah, exactly. It'll be just interesting to see how it all works out. They're a cool team, like, and they're building out so much at one time. Obviously, Safe Moon has to be the currency for some degree because that's how they're applying to get the currency to Gambia. Unless, of course, there's been another discussion amongst their government and many others on a way to hedge Safe Moon to another currency. Again, no idea, right? No idea. Not in my pay grade. I'm not in there. I don't know. But I'm super excited like everybody else here.
Agree. I think Safe Moon is one of the only projects now, this one, that kind of get me excited and passionate about the project and the stuff that they're working on. I think it's great.
Yeah, same here.
Before, like I just had investments, I'm not gonna name them, but it was just that for me. It wasn't like passion projects or something that I really like believed in. I thought was like awesome. Where like when Saving was the first thing, and then when I came upon you guys, through obviously someone we know who's now I don't know if he's part of the team or whatever it is, but yeah, he let me know about this, and then it was kind of the same thing. It was just like, oh, this is it's a great opportunity and a great project, and then like. Yeah, I think it's a passion project for me. I love this project. It's great.
I agree. I don't know if I'm the only one left in here. Am I the only one talking for my team? Did they all dip?
No, I think Eric's listening, but he's probably sleeping.
I am listening because I love Jen's voice.
No, you do. Must get sick of it. I was just thinking that. Like I talk so much now. If you all want me to be quiet, just let me know.
No, I don't think anybody's ever thinking once like Jen to be quiet. Nobody wants
Jen,
that.
We all adore your voice. We can just listen to it forever.
Yes, keep talking. There's Jamaica. Another girl.
Who's Jamaica?
Hey Eric, this isn't a dating site, bro. You don't gotta compliment her on her words.
Oh man.
We're professional. Don't worry. I love Eric too.
Jen's head's gonna be so big that she's not gonna be able to maintain it in like her physical body. She's gonna have to become like some celestial.
I don't know. I'm the opposite. If anything, I'm blushing and like trying to hide under my couch here while I'm working. No.
Yeah, right. She's like, yeah, you're right. I'm fucking awesome.
No.
Better worship.
It's funny. I listened back to this podcast that Mike did with me with the Howling at the Safe Moon. So normally when I do any professional speaking, it's typically like this. It's live. It's either recorded by somebody who will upload it and I'll never click to see, or I hear about it later through colleagues or whatnot. So I personally do not like the sound of my voice. I also don't like listening necessarily to myself ramble on. However, after listening to Mike's podcast or a small portion of it, I was like, I should do that more often. I liked it. So we'll see.
It's refreshing to hear a woman in this. I've been in crypto for 2 months, so I'm still kind of a baby. So I'm really impressed, and it feels good to have a woman in this knowing what she's talking about. I'm really impressed because it seems like it's a man's world.
It is.
Yeah. So I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying you. So this is refreshing.
Yeah, good. I really appreciate that, Jamaica. I'm hoping to, bring as many girls. There's quite a few girls, I should say, in this space, in this tech space. We're just mainly behind the door because we don't necessarily want to sell what we're doing with sex. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes that unfortunately is the foot that gets pushed through the door and the easiest one to get access to. So there's many of us who just kind of like either in cybersecurity or code or digitalizations, and we just kind of have a small group amongst ourselves of women in tech kind of supporting each other. But the more and more of people who are coming into these markets, I promise you, I did analytics for Glassnode recently, and the expected amount of people coming into crypto between now and 2030, the highest amount in terms of age and or gender is women between the ages of 22 and like 37. So it makes sense to have female voices attached to lots of projects because we're talking to the mass that's looking to buy. Yeah, and it's nice. Like, it's super nice to spend time talking with women involved in this type of stuff. It gives you a means to have your own banking system, potentially a means for a way out of a life that you maybe didn't like. And when I say that, I'm speaking to anyone listening globally. In the first world here, we're very fortunate to have choices and options in education and data communication. We also have, many shitty experiences in life here, but it's really important for me that my voice is able to carry to the women and young girls of the rest of the world so that they can start to have some freedom related to choices that will impact them and their children moving forward, which is kind of like a little bit of my own personal.
You'll see it. Like a boss.
Yeah.
Sorry, I wasn't trying to cut you guys off. My daughter arrived, so I'm gonna go out with her and have some dinner.
Yeah, go for it.
See you guys later.
See you
Great
later.
talking to everybody.
Yeah.
Have a good night.
You too. We'll talk to you later, Jay. Bye.
Love you, Jen.
What you know about rolling down in the deep?
Yeah, you see, we're going to the moon.
Bye, Jay.
I think you'll see more and more girls coming out with voices more often, talking about crypto, making it, a lot more tangible to the market for girls. I just picture like what it would be like to be a girl who wouldn't be allowed to be educated or just traditionally in the countries that they are in, and being able to now have access potentially over the next few years to the trifecta, which is what I love.
When your brain goes numb, you can have a mental free.
Someone likes this song. I like it too. I forget who sings it though. Something Wolf, Dark Wolf, maybe. I don't know.
Okay, I won't interrupt now. Thank you.
No, you sing right away. Loving it, Stephen.
No, I just wanted to listen. Sorry.
I was listening to you sing. I was enjoying it.
Hello.
Hi.
Is this group safe for safe moon or safe what? Because I see a lot of safe moon, safe moon.
Yeah, you are in the right place.
So what's this group for?
You are in the Safe Vault chat, and we were just talking about the day we've had. We just came off of like an AMA, new all-time high, kind of chitting and chatting. Are you lost, or can I help you?
Yeah, does this coin get reflections?
Yes.
What reflections do you get, and how did you get them?
And so this product allots you the ability to purchase Vault and be reflected back in Safe Moon.
Okay.
Yeah. Essentially acquiring you a larger market share, as well as assisting in the burn, and then potentially creating yourself maybe 6 to 8 times more reflections than you had originally invested in when you purchased SafeMoon. It's a double compounding interest product in the DeFi space.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's the minimum value or minimum amount you have to hold in safe vault? Or I don't understand.
There's not a minimum buy. There's a minimum buy just through Pancake that you have to have like a minimum amount of BNB for them to allow the transaction. But there's not a minimum buy, nor is there necessarily
So
a max.
what percentage of safe moon do I get?
Any of the middle lights.
What do you mean percentage? So when you purchase in here, you're reflecting back. Yeah, 20%. That to be roughly 18. But if you're gaining the percentage on SafeMoon as well, it's slightly higher than that, just under 30. So you're gaining on SafeMoon already because of the tokenomics that have been designed into the SafeMoon product. This product allows you the ability to have 20% more. If you want our breakdown, I don't mind giving it to you if you're interested. We do 70%, right? And then we do our 20, like, so out of 100% of what comes in, you're getting a 20% auto reward system. And then we have a liquidity pool, which is 3%. We have a marketing pool, which is 1%. And then we have a very unique feature here, which is proprietary to our contract, which is a buy and burn factor at 6%.
Thank
Quite
you.
unique. Yeah, it's quite unique. It certainly will make you see a definite improvement if you're holding the original asset, and if you are not holding the original asset.
What do you mean by the original assets?
Safe Moon. So if you're currently holding in your portfolio Safe Moon, I don't know if you do, but if you do, this will reflect you back in an excessive amount than you were originally serving, which is only 2.5% on return. This will allot you much higher, but it also allows us to buy all of our volume. So all of our inventory is purchased in Safe Moon. So we purchase the Safe Moon, we burn the Safe Moon, and we contribute back to the Safe Moon ecosystem.
Yeah, probably.
30, 50 bucks.
So that 30% fee on the way out covers all of these extra little 6% buy and burn back, the 1% for marketing, the 3% for the liquidity pool, and then the 20% which goes back to all of the rewards and the people who are holding the dual coins. But if you don't hold Safe Moon, it's also a benefit because you're getting in on a double market. So you'd be able to purchase Vault and then be reflected in Safe Moon immediately, which is kind of where we're going with. It's really like a buy one token. You're getting another.
That is what I was asking. Like,
yeah.
Purchase votes. Will I be getting more amount of reflections? Will I be getting Safe Moon?
Yeah, I mean, we'll figure it out.
It all depends on.
Well, bitch, I'm someone that's trying to do something. I'm trying to go to a fucking game with you. Who the fuck is Lolo to you that I'm not, bitch?
Okay,
you don't spend a lot of fucking time with Lolo, and I don't much appreciate that.
To pop onto Safe Moon Mark's website, make yourself a login, and utilize his calculators. It will give you a better idea right now temporarily until we have our app up and out this week, so that you're able to calculate what's your best entry point. But like an $8,000 entry with BNB would certainly reflect you back a large reflection. I'm just trying to think here. That's basically 3 billion.
All right, so yeah, we order food. Did you find
how much?
Did we come to an agreement as to?
Do you know off the top of your head what a billion is reflecting on a day like today?
I need to know about to take
I'm adding
I'm the same way.
I'm adding a slide right now that says prior to standalone opportunity,
and we'll just say
it's a guess. Is not in control.
If you hold,
we created a community of over 10,000
do not
members.
quote me, but if it's a billion,
we created an
okay, if you hold a billion on a day like today, what we've seen so far,
we provided
my
customer
guess
support to the best of our ability. Now I'm working on it where after standalone opportunity. Or yeah,
like
with
we can
standalone
hope maybe
opportunity.
20 million
I guess
Safe
is what I'll
Moon
put.
today.
Yeah.
I can't.
And then I was just,
I can't even.
I was going to.
I'm gonna say that. That's
so first one, we can create an even bigger
bad.
community.
Get ready to guess.
Our education platform.
We're going to be close to Megan's.
Yeah, I think Ray did a breakdown. It was on like today's volume. It was like 17.5 cents.
Oh shit, that's right. So you're in mine editing
1,000.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. I was just thinking too, like I've been tracking it as well. I'm trying to track it a little bit more on 48-hour averages, and I was trying to figure out for every 100 million that you had in Safe Moon Vault, and that was approximately 560K. So it really is producing a large amount. I can only express to the gentleman interested in these numbers that from my calculations, you're looking at a minimum of a 7% or 7 times increase in your reflections that you're currently receiving from Safe Moon.
Okay. Where can I get the price for votes?
Look like.
I can get, it's on CoinMarketCap. The updated price right now is sitting with it's 50.